dungeon master or game master, whatever you want to call it, I will never be rolling dice. All the dice will be rolled by the players. So that's like the first thing that's instantly different.
Yeah, so we have the chance to fuck up.
Yeah, if you guys die, it's all your fault. I will not have touched a single dice. I can't fudge a dice roll, and that's kind of a good thing.
So if we die, it's all Max's fault. That's what I've gotten out of it so far.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
All right.
To me too, yeah.
Say, for example, you're being damaged by a monster and you don't want to roll it. I'm not going to roll it, but you can have one of your friends roll it if you think it'll be lucky.
The last time I played a druid, I TPK'd my party.
Oh,
okay. Good to know.
This will be fun.
Another thing that makes Dungeon World kind of different is that it encourages the GM not to prepare a story or prepare encounters or really like anything that sort of railroads the players. So I'm going to start you guys out with a scenario, and I'm going to ask you some questions about how we ended up in this scenario. So much more so than in a game like Pathfinder, we're all going to sort of create the story together and have input on what's happened in the past and what's going on and so on and so forth. And if I ask you a question, keep in mind there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. Just tell me like what you think or what you think would happen. And thanks, Max. And if you don't know, then just say I don't know, and maybe we'll find out later. Okay, so first of all, let's introduce the characters that everyone is playing. Let's see.
You guys might want to change your name to your character, like we do in Pathfinder.
How do I get on Roll20?
Okay, there's a link that I posted.
God damn it, Darcy! Every time your voice, every time.
Don't apologize to him. He's an ass.
I clicked the link, but I logged in and stuff. I don't know where to go.
Oh,
there should be a big blue link that says
join campaign. Yeah.
Um.
On roll20.net and it says join campaign.
I'm gonna click it again.
Alright. I'll never face my party against adamantium weeping angels because I'm not a tickle. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
I asked them if they wanted to.
Yeah, we didn't. That's true.
I asked.
You also asked us yes or no for that one thing. What was it? You didn't tell us, but it was like yes or no. Do you want me to do it now?
Yeah, it was whether or not we were going to use the charge rules on Pike for you guys too at a TPK.
Yeah.
Oh.
He would have
Mr. Pike
TPK'd
doing 93 damage per round would have just destroyed you guys.
I brought it up to Max.
I killed him in one shot anyways.
Yeah.
I killed him in one shot anyways. It didn't matter.
That wasn't guaranteed though.
Yeah, I brought it up to Max because I'm like, he's gonna TPK the party if you give him the rhino.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't see the button.
Okay.
I see Greg's campaign in big words, and then
it's right under that.
Yep.
Should say like join this campaign or something like that.
Join this campaign.
Oh, okay.
Join game. Just off to the left there. There's join game, chat archive, and leave campaign. Just click join game.
Also, guys, we're not only providing a service and working for charity here, we're also giving you tutorials on how to use Roll20. So
yes,
we're multitasking.
Or how not to.
For Dungeon World, which you don't do anything.
This is also an how-to Dungeon World, and later I'm going to show you how to make crepes. So stay tuned.
Nice. Okay, Darcy, if you want to change your name, there's like a little gear icon in the top right corner. Just click that, and then where it says display name, you can put in your character's name.
And then hit save name.
Save name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Top right corner, there's a gear. Click the gear. There's display name, and it should say Darcy I.
Mm-hmm.
Change that to your character's name, and then hit save name.
Is that the one that starts with an L?
I don't know, is it? What's character's name?
Okay.
I believe it's Lanathay.
Okay. Then change it to that. Or you can just make up a name on the spot. It's totally up to you.
Oh, I can make up my name on the spot?
No, not you.
No, not
so,
you. Just
Okay.
First off, does everybody understand that, like, if I say roll dex, I'm going to want you to roll 2d6 plus whatever your dex modifier is, which should be the number that's underneath your score. So it should be like 0 or plus
Yep.
1.
Plus 1, the modifier. Yep.
All right.
Okay, so anytime I say roll, and then like the name of an ability score, you'll roll 2d6 plus your modifier, and that's, unless you're doing damage, that's usually the only thing you'll roll. And essentially, a 6 or less is always a fail. A 7 to 9 is a pass, but with some consequences. And a 10 or above is like, yeah, you beat the shit out of it.
Alright, so I changed my name to Dr. Frankenstein.
Okay, you spelled it wrong, but nice try.
Alright,
You actually, right now it says Dr. Frankenstein.
It's Frankenstein.
It's German. It's German, okay?
Okay, so
It's Frankenstein.
Fafnir Foe Smasher, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Fafnir Foe Smasher. What is really to know about Fafnir Foe Smasher besides I'm from a new dwarf clan. We're not well known, but I myself have gained a little bit of notoriety, if only because I'm pretty talented with an axe. As far as Darcy, you've got like a really loud bit of background noise going right now.
Darcy,
turn the jet engine off.
Pretty much.
It's okay.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Just feedback happens. But
yeah, it happens.
Just
probably have, like, laundry
when you're
going in
not
the
talking,
background.
and you'll be good to go.
Yep. He's about as dwarfish as dwarfish can be. He's a dwarf's dwarf, so to speak. He enjoys rabble-rousing, drinking, hitting things with axes, yelling at bloodlust, and praising Moradin. So that's all I have to say about Fafnir.
Great. What about let's see, we'll come back and we'll do the bonds after we've introduced everybody, okay?
Alright.
I got a question for you. It says on your character sheet that you have strange tattoos. Is there any reason for your strange tattoos?
I was drunk at the time.
Sounds good.
The only reason for strange tattoos.
It was really an accident, but I woke up with them, and so now I have them.
Classic Fafnir.
I'm told
Sounds
it
good.
says something in Elvish, but I have no idea because I don't speak Elvish.
An Elvish tattoo? Oh my. On a dwarf? That's brutal.
Okay, Sparrow, why don't you introduce yourself to us, the thief?
I'm a daring rogue. I like to backstab people, poison people. And that's it. Yeah. Basically. And then he has a rapier, and he hits people with that, and then he has a deck of playing cards that he plays. He probably swindles people out of money with.
Sounds good. Okay, let's Vitus the Very.
It's Vetus. Vetus the Very.
Vitus, my bad.
Yes.
Frankenstein.
Vetus the Very excellent and extravagant. Vetus the Magnificent.
Fetus,
A little
the
bit of a
very
showboat.
egotistical.
No, never that one. Just the others. A little bit of a showboat, but relatively good-natured. Also curious about what's going on over there. But apparently neutral when it comes down to it. Just looking to discover as much about magic as he can, I guess.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What about his strange robes? What's up with that? Why is his robe so strange?
They were secondhand at a thrift shop. He thought they looked pretty cool, and figured why not? Makes them stand out.
Awesome.
Good conversation starter.
Okay, cool. Is it okay? So Laneth, is it Laneth or Lanethe?
We'll go with Lanathay.
Okay, tell us a little bit about Lanethe.
Lanathay is a beautiful elf ranger and a friend to nature. and she doesn't like other people that much, but they're okay, I guess.
Nice. Does she have like an animal companion or anything?
Yes, she has a wolf that is ferocious, I think.
Awesome. What's does the wolf have a name?
Um,
We can come back to you on that if you're not sure yet.
okay. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Don't spring those things on her, Greg. What a meanie.
No, I'm just like, maybe it does that. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe she just calls it Wolf. Like, hey, Wolf.
Its name is Larry. It's Larry the Wolf.
Maybe she named her wolf Dog. That would be kind of funny. Okay, so let's get our bonds squared away. These aren't really that big of a deal since we're only playing a one-shot. Normally, you would gain experience points by settling your bonds, but we'll just go ahead and fill them in real quick so we can sort of get like a background on the characters' interactions with each other. So Fafnir, blank is puny and foolish, but amusing to me.
It's probably Vetus. Vetus the Very is puny and foolish, but amusing to me. Him and his fancy robes and his extravagant titles.
Okay, and blank's ways are strange and confusing.
Lanathe, because she's an elf. It's just weird.
Okay.
But you have an elf tattoo.
I was drunk.
Blank is always getting into trouble. I must protect them from themselves.
That is.
I'm gonna vote Puck here and say that he's always getting into trouble.
Get pucked.
Okay, so I'm gonna say with process of elimination, it sounds like Sparrow shares my hunger for glory. The earth will tremble at our passing.
That's a pretty good one. I like that one.
It's pretty similar. I mean, he wants gold, I want glory. Yeah, they sort of come together, so it's okay.
You and I have a con running. It's totally going.
Okay, so Puck. Let's see. Blank smells more like prey than a hunter.
Well, Puck is very used to being overlooked since he's so short, but he'll give his chance to introduce himself as well anyways.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I skip right over you?
Yes, you did.
You know what? I took it to heart when you said you didn't want to talk. So I
thought he was letting you rest your voice.
Yeah, that's just being considerate.
I thought he was being nice.
It is.
But I suppose
out on him.
I suppose if you're willing to talk, then go ahead.
I'm willing to introduce my character. Sure. Puck is an extremely strange halfling because he doesn't actually realize that he's so short. And he's a little confused at why people keep making short jokes at him because he's taller than everybody else. So he has no idea what's going on. That's why his token is taller. That's why my handmade portrait of him is taller than everyone else anyways. So he's a little confused at what's going on with all that. And he's really not sure why these people keep following him around. He assumes it's because he's so important. But he plans on playing practical jokes at any given chance he can on these people. And his strange head of hair is actually the result of a practical joke that was played back on him, which screwed up his shape-shifting, basically, and left him with a head of hair that was very similar to a lion. That man did not survive that practical joke.
It was a good joke. It was a good joke.
All right. Let's see.
So my bonds.
Yeah, let's do your bonds. So who smells more like prey than a hunter?
I would have to say that would be Vitus. Vitus.
All right, and
I call him
Short
Vitus.
stick here.
Vitus.
the spirits have spoke to you of a great danger that follows blank.
Sparrow.
Okay.
Called death. It doesn't follow me. It follows everyone that I go after.
I have showed blank a secret right of the land.
That would be Lanathe as a fellow ranger and person of the forest.
Okay.
And
Okay,
of course, that means that Fafnir and I have tasted each other's blood and we are bound by it.
Oh, that's kinky.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, baby.
All right,
what are you
Vitus.
doing, lady?
Brothers.
Vitus. Sorry, Vitus.
Vitus. Vitus.
Who will play an important role in the events to come, and you have foreseen it?
Sparrow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's about
Who is
right.
keeping an important secret from you?
Probably Puck. Shisty little furry thing.
Okay, and who is woefully
I'm taller than you.
misinformed
Call me-
about the world, and you will teach them all that you can.
Definitely Fafnir with his kinky tattoos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does have lots.
You only have 3. Lanathay, let's get your bonds. I have guided blank before, and they owe me for it. You have to unmute your mic if you're muted, by the way.
Yeah, Lanathay, it's a question for you. Your bonds now.
Sorry. Hello. What was the question?
Hello.
Okay, who in the party have you guided before, and they owe you for it?
Pick a random person.
Yeah, pick a random person.
No wrong
The best
answer.
way to go about this
Yeah.
is pick a random.
Roll a 1d4.
Yep. Roll a d4.
Venus.
Yeah.
Venus is the wrong answer.
Sparrow?
Okay,
Alright.
Pharaoh. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who's
I-
who.
that's
Even
fine.
if I owe. Well,
And someone who is a friend of nature, so you will be their friend as well.
Not
means-
Fafnir.
That would be me.
Pick Puck.
Who would be?
That would be
Puck is
Puck.
a friend of
Puck is a
nature.
I
druid.
picked.
Puck sounds like a good choice for that one.
Okay.
Blank has no respect for nature, so I have no respect for them.
Fafnir. For sure.
Your smasher?
Okay.
yeah.
And last but not least, we'll just fill in Vetus. Vetus does not understand life in the wild, so I will teach them.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you steal something from?
I was gonna skip that one. Skip.
You're skipping it. Okay.
We've
Skipping it.
decided that it causes too much inter-party conflict, and we'd rather
Alright.
not get into that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's easily metagames. Like, and then it's always.
Yeah, we'd rather not get into inter-party conflict.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. Who has your back when things go wrong?
Fafnir has my back when things go wrong.
Okay. Who knows incriminating details about you?
Lanathay.
Okay, and who do you have a con running with?
Oh, shit. Puck and me got things going.
Ah, yes.
He doesn't even know it though.
Oh no, I do. I just think it's something completely different than what you think it is.
He's
Uh-huh.
been slowly trying to buy the whores away from Flurry of Hose.
It won't work. They're too strong.
Yeah, too strong.
Okay, so one more thing I wanted to mention is that you got a list of moves that any character can perform. There's basic moves and special moves. Those are doable by anyone. And then you have moves on your character sheet that are specific to your character. When you trigger a move, if you could, do your very best not to just say, like, I would like to hack and slash. Instead, you would say, I'd like to swing my sword into the face of the ogre or something like that. In other words, you describe your action, and I'll tell you what to roll if a roll is triggered. If a roll's not, maybe there's not a roll triggered. There might be a time when you swing your sword at something, and I may just say roll damage. Like, you may not even have to because of the situation. So you just tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you if it triggers a roll. But you can keep the basic moves in mind when you do something. So if you say, you see something on there like discern realities, you realize that that's something you can do, but just make sure that when you do it, you sort of say, like, what you're investigating, what you're trying to figure out, etc.
Be descriptive.
Yes, be
All right.
descriptive. All right, so here's a scenario. You are aboard a ship in the middle of the ocean. You're traveling in between two continents. The unfortunate thing is that your ship is on fire and it is currently sinking. The details that I can give you is that there is no crew on this ship. There is a captain, but he's gone insane. There is a very important magical artifact on the ship that you are in charge of delivering to somebody very important. And yeah, I think that's it. The ship is sinking. So
Is there
Um,
safety belts like lifeboats? No one talking about.
yeah, we'll get to that in a second. First of all, let's answer some questions about what it is that is happening and why. Does anybody have an idea for what the important artifact is that you are delivering?
What'd you say? Yeah,
It
let's
could
go with the largest turnip in the world.
The largest turnip. Okay.
I
Like
thought
an
it was
ancient tablet.
Because this is such
cask of ale.
a cask of ale.
What about, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. What if it's a cask of ale that does something magical?
Like
Like-
get you drunk.
Yes.
Like drunk enough to get an elvish tattoo on your face.
Let's go with it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna scratch the turnip. We're gonna
Yeah,
go with
we'll
a
scratch the
cask. It's a magical cask of ale. Okay, and who are you delivering it to and why?
My brother-in-law,
Yeah.
Grognir chair sitter.
Cheers.
He's quite rich,
Getting married.
and he wanted me to get this ale for him because he's too fat and too stupid to go get it himself. But he's got money.
Okay, that sounds cool. Any let's see. Why is there no crew?
They took all the lifeboats.
Ah, okay. So that answers your
That's not-
question, Robert.
That's not the reason. Okay.
I was gonna say I may have accidentally shifted into an owl bear, and they all jumped ship.
One wrong
Um,
sneeze.
Yep,
What do you guys think?
I accidentally sneezed, and I turned into an owl bear, and everyone just leapt off the ship simultaneously.
How
Okay,
far?
so-
how
so
far
let's
are we
say
off the
that-
coast?
You are actually like halfway into your journey, so you were very far from the mainland.
Oh no lifeboats. We're dead.
Yeah, those lifeboats wouldn't do us any good anyway.
No.
So here's what happened.
As it sits,
go ahead.
I want to. How long would it take me to do studied essence, to study an animal, or in contemplation of an animal spirit?
So where's the fire?
Do I have enough time to do that before the ship sinks?
I think if it's something that you could find that was common to your like area that you're from, which was the plains.
What about the area I'm currently in, and I might actually see some?
You're only able to shift into animals that come from like the area that you have your deepest pact with, which would be the plains.
you wouldn't have-
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have any like sea animals.
Damn,
probably.
I wouldn't have any sea animals. No, I was gonna try to go dolphin with this, but that's okay.
You could probably go fish or like
Um,
crab.
You may be able to try to communicate with some dolphins or beckon some dolphins.
I think I might do that when we get into the water itself.
Goody.
Okay.
Aquaman.
Yeah,
Well, if it sinks, we don't know if it's gonna sink yet.
yeah. If it sinks, I can talk to some dolphins and get us a ride.
All right, so the crew has abandoned the ship. What
Did the
happened
fire
was
just start?
your owlbear form had spooked them, and in the middle of the night, while everyone was sleeping, they abandoned the ship. So there are no boats.
And where did the fire come from?
Yeah, what happened with the fire?
Okay. It
We can
looks
blame me
like,
again if you like. I have the ability to cast fire, I think.
Actually, it looks like there are some fire eels in the water, and
Wait, say that again with a straight face.
there are some fire eels in the water. The
I
most
don't believe you
interesting-
used a straight face there. Sorry.
The most interesting thing about fire eels is that they can catch anything on fire, even in the water. So the ship is submerged in the water and still on fire when the fire eels touch it.
I would like to lean over the side of the ship and curse profusely at these eels and tell them to go the fuck away.
They do
And
not
I would-
seem to.
I would also curse, but in a thick dwarven accent, because that's more intimidating. Get away from my ship, you dirty eels!
The captain's insane.
Is
Did
the
you go
captain
down
still
with
on the
the
ship, or is he
The
insane?
captain is on the ship. He has gone insane for some reason, and you have tied him up. What
We
what
could
happened?
use him as a distraction for the eels.
If he's gone
Okay.
insane, I'd just kill him. Straight up.
No, let's
What
just throw him to the eels. He'll distract them, and we can get the ship away.
Oh yeah, we could throw him to the eels.
Yeah.
Or we
It's still
could
going
do
to be on
both.
fire.
Well, we might be able to put it out, but we won't be able to put it
What?
out if eels keep putting it back on fire.
I'd go for the ale. I would tell the dwarf and be like, we need to get the ale. Right? You got my back, Fafnir, for the ale, right? We need the ale.
When we
can
get
float
off
on
the
it.
ship. Yeah.
We can float on it halfway through the continent to the shore. No.
I'm okay with
That's
this.
a bad idea.
This is a good plan.
We're going to die.
How
This is a
big?
good plan.
How big is our cask of ale? Is the question. Like, is this big enough to
it's-
use as a makeshift ship? Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
make
big
sure
enough
shit.
for one like normal sized person to probably like float on top of.
Me and Fafnir get it. We're equal to one normal sized person.
No, you're not. maybe 1.5.
Fafnir's pretty stout.
Fafnir takes a lot of space. He might not be tall.
Well, I'm just gonna go talk to the
He's
fishies
thick.
then.
All right. So we're on a burning ship with the
Here,
insane
fishy,
captain.
fishy.
We throw the captain overboard.
Do the eels
Um,
chase him?
Okay, so you grab the captain. He's currently you've tied him up. He has
We're
a
gonna
rope.
untie him, but keep him bound by the hands and feet.
Okay, do you remove the gag from his mouth?
Why?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, why?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
More noise for the
Okay.
eels.
If
Oh.
Sparrow-
if a man's gonna die, he should be able to talk while doing it.
Fair enough.
That's true.
Fair
All right,
enough.
so Sparrow removes the gag, and the
Any
captain
last
begins.
words?
He begins to yell loudly. He just says, "You're all gonna die. This'll be the last day you ever draw breath in this world. Damn you all straight to hell."
But
I
at
was gonna
least
say-
I'm not being eaten by fire eels.
What?
And he walks the plank. And we
Yeah,
push
I'll
him
just
up.
say you first and push him overboard.
Okay, so you push him overboard, and you see the eels like swarm like immediately after him, and you see like they do this kind of weird thing where they twist their bodies, and that's what ignites the flame. And
How about
he
we
starts.
jump off the other side and swim away fast?
Because we're in the middle of the ocean. How many
Yeah,
eels
we're-
are there?
We're on a sinking ship. The eels are distracted for now. We might as well get away
We
with
need something as a floating device first. We need to break off some of the ship.
There's still going to be.
Dolphins! Dolphins! Druid!
We're relying on you talking to dolphins.
It's what I do.
I say me and Fast. I guess Fast. We all try to break off the part of the ship first, and then go for the dolphins.
I'm jumping into the water. I'm gonna go talk to some dolphins.
Okay.
Okay, so you
Can I
okay?
speak with any dolphins?
Yeah, you can. You want to jump in the water first, and then try to. Yeah, you can definitely talk to dolphins.
Yeah.
Would
Okay.
that be a 2d6 charisma check?
I don't know.
Nope. No. If you find a dolphin, you can talk to it. That finding one might be
They're
the
pretty
issue.
Well,
nice.
you need more. A whale would be nice. If you can find a whale.
Real quick, what's the load on that keg?
The load on the keg would be probably 4.
How heavy is the keg?
That's
4.
That's heavy. It's
Oh.
the load is 4, so that would be like probably in the range of like 40 pounds.
Oh,
More than half my carry weight.
I can carry that. It's no problem.
yeah.
I'd have it on my back.
Back,
I'm
yeah.
the dwarf. I should be in charge of keeping track of the ale. Let's be
I was
going to
give it to the
That-
unseen servant.
That's your floating device. That's what that is.
Yeah, this is my floating. It's actually got a little dragon painted on it.
All right.
Okay, at this time, you guys also notice that after like the man or the captain sets on fire and he begins like screaming, like, "Ah, burning!" The eels just start to like consume him.
I'd like to take the steering wheel if that's possible, the steering wheel of the ship, and then try to
Sure.
use that as a floating device. That cool?
Okay, so you're going to try to rip the steering wheel off and then take it into the water?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're able to do that. That's fine.
All
And
right.
it sounds like Puck is jumping in the water. What
I look at
Lanathay?
Fabio. I look at
What-
Vitus. I'm like,
Yeah, Lanathay, what are you doing right now?
That's a great question. I am watching and observing. Yes.
Okay, so you're observing. Puck just jumped over the edge of the ship. Sparrow ripped the wheel off and is also going overboard. Vetus, what are you up to?
I'm still a little bit in shock about this captain and those eels. I mean, is there anything else around that looks like it might float if we toss it in the water before we drown to death?
Yeah, I mean, there's there's doors and just like
That would work.
different pieces that you could probably find something that'll
I'll go
work.
with the door. If we got a nice wooden door, it looks like it'll float. And if I can't rip it off its hinges, I'll just magic missile the hell out of it.
that could work.
Right in the hinges.
Sound- All right, yeah. So you try to rip the door off the hinges. Doesn't really seem like it's budging. So yeah, you blast it with a magic missile, and it comes right off. And then I'm
Awesome.
guessing you jump overboard.
Riding the door, yes.
Okay, and Fafnir, are you jumping overboard with the keg?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are now in the water. You don't see any fire eels. They seem to all be concentrated on the other side of the ship. You notice that the ship is, as it was sinking before, it's now like really starting to go into the water. Like the back of the ship has actually cleared the water a little bit, and it's starting to point downwards. So Puck, you are making all sorts of strange dolphin noises at this point. And shortly after, you see some fins poking above the water.
I hope they're dolphin fins. Many things have fins. Most are not nice.
It's true. It's like,
Is it actually dolphins? That's the question.
Yes, as they approach, you see that they are in fact dolphins. And
Hooray!
they are circling around you, and immediately you can tell that they sort of sense your danger, and they
Hooray!
begin to bump into you, like kind of like signaling you to grab on.
I'm gonna yell to the others to grab on too.
I grab on.
Yay! Dolphins!
I'll grab one, sure.
Absolutely. I'm
You
gonna
guys,
grab a hold
my
of
best
this
friends.
this
We'll always be
fish
together.
dorsal fin. I've never seen anything like this before.
Do you keep the ale with
Absolutely.
you?
The
Or are you
ale
taking-
is strapped on my back. I'm not leaving
It's
this
basically a
cask behind.
backpack.
It
Okay,
is. I
making
don't I
sure.
don't need an adventurer's pack. I have a cask. That's all a dwarf
Yeah.
needs.
It's true.
Okay, well, the dolphins start to head off into a single direction. The dolphin that is carrying Fafnir is struggling a little bit due to the weight of the cask, and also it's got a little bit of drag in the water, I would assume.
Can I ask for another dolphin to help him?
Maybe a whale.
Sure.
Maybe a whale would help.
Okay, but before that happens, you see a fire eel racing towards you. What do you
Throw
do?
my dagger at it.
Just one, because he's getting a magic missile.
Actually, Fafner's the only person that has caught wind of this. Like
Oh.
he's turned around and
Like
he's
how-
seen that there's a fire eel.
How close is it to me right now?
It's probably about 15 to 20 feet away.
Could I want to do three things. One of them sort of free. Just yell, "Hey, there's another one of them eels following us!" And B is to draw my greatsword, and C is to reach behind me and sort of uncork the cask for just a second or two and let out some of the ale into the water and be like, "We'll see if it likes beer!"
It gets mighty drunk.
Stream of alcohol plus fire eel. I
Yeah.
see nothing that can go wrong here.
All right,
Okay,
if we get
so
away
you-
from Fafnir, he's going to explode.
Well, this dolphin is moving very quickly, so I assume we're all moving away from. I just let it there, and it's like a little pool of beer away from me. Is the intention?
All right, Vetus, you said something about a magic missile. Are you shooting it at this thing?
Is it just the one eel?
Yeah, it's just the one eel.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so go ahead and roll intelligence.
That is.
Okay, so you blast this thing like direct hit, and roll your damage, which is 2d4.
4 damage. Pew.
All right, yeah, you blast the thing with the magic missile, and it just like sort of explodes in a little ball of fire and fizzles out.
Does he get XP for that, or is it just when you miss?
It's just when you miss.
It's ironic.
All right, so you see no more fire eels, and one of the other dolphins comes over and starts to help out the dolphin that's pulling Fafnir, and so you're finally able to catch up to the rest of the group. Do you guys do anything else besides just go for the ride?
Anybody got some rope? We
Alright.
can make them into like a team of sled dolphins.
That'd be pretty sick. I don't think.
Puck is barefoot water skiing.
All right, so as the dolphins are going away from the ship, you see that in the distance there is what looks to be an island with a giant mountain in the background of it.
Maybe there's civilization with a boat.
A boat would be nice. And this is definitely not the place we were going.
Oh no, it's not a very large island. It kind of looks it looks very tropical. You see like a lot of palm trees, and there's like a faint wisp of ash coming from the center of the mountain.
Oh, goody.
So a volcano. All right, we head into the.
I want to ask the
Island.
dolphins if they know anything about the island.
Let me see if you can actually like. I don't know if it's like you can actually speak like they are as a language to you. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So they say, well, the island, it's kind of dangerous, but it's probably not more dangerous than being stranded in the middle of the ocean.
I'm going to ask if there's any other islands nearby. Because Puck really doesn't want to go to this one, but he will if he absolutely has to.
There's no other islands. This is the only one, or else we would bring you somewhere else. I don't know that you would survive if we continued on for days and days and days.
I would.
That's true.
Wait, we could just eat fish. And then,
No.
Like,
Puck doesn't need to eat or drink. He can survive.
What?
Definitely.
you want,
Druid.
you want the flask?
Druid. by nature sustained, you don't need to eat or drink.
That's cool.
Oh yes. I could totally ditch you guys right now and just end my session. But I won't,
could.
because I'll be nice.
Would I,
Group's the best idea.
with Spout Lore, would I know anything about the island?
Let's see.
Did you ask the dolphin if there's any people on the island?
I can.
That's what I was hoping for with the Spout Lore, yeah.
I can ask them if they've seen any people, yeah.
Yeah, the dolphin says, yes, there are some people. They seem somewhat friendly.
What do they look like?
More importantly, do they have a boat?
I'm gonna ask
yes.
because they're more primitive than that. I'm gonna ask which one of us in the party they look like, to kind of get an idea of their races.
The dolphin kind of eyeballs and says, sort of like him, and points to Sparrow, but darker.
Sparrow, are you a What
I'm
are
human.
you? Sir? You're
He's a
human.
human.
So black people.
Wow.
Okay.
He's trying to be more subtle.
Wow.
But yeah.
I can see this devolving into casual racism really quickly.
It may have already done.
All right,
so.
no, he wasn't trying to say black
Too
people.
late.
He was just
It's
saying
too
that their
late.
skin,
It's out there,
is
Greg.
tan. Their
It's out
skin
there,
is
Greg.
tan.
It's too late. It's too
Whoa,
late, Greg.
Sparrow's a tan guy.
It's
all
out
right?
there.
He suntans.
It's-
He's on the
it-
boat.
It's too late. They're black people.
It's too late, yeah.
So, that seems not too ominous yet. Puck isn't overtly racist.
Just underlyingly racist.
I'll of course be relaying all this information to the rest of the party as I learn it.
Oh, good deal.
So
right,
everybody
so-
knows what I know. I'm all for going for this island. I mean, I could go on my own and just leave you all to die, but Puck is people to poke fun at, so it's pretty boring on his own.
Yeah.
All right, so Vetus, you said you wanted to try to spout lore, so go ahead and roll your intelligence.
I totally thought you just called him fetus.
So did I.
He does
And
the
I have a
very-
new nickname.
I thought I was like, who named their character fetus?
Oh, no.
Okay, so
Vetus, what's with those rolls, dude?
I know, man.
6, 4.
You need to fail these rolls to get the
Big.
XP, dude.
Nah, I'm just going to do this
Come on.
level 1. Whole way, level 1. Let's go.
Is
you recall, like in your studies, that in this region of the ocean there are lots of small islands, and that many of the tribal populations that inhabit these islands are cannibals.
Oh, great. So,
Maybe we
so there's
shouldn't
people.
stop by here.
There's people, but they eat people.
does he relay this information to us?
Just
Okay.
did.
So the,
Puck is suddenly very curious on what people taste like.
Alright.
He doesn't need to eat, so he's kind of forgotten what food tastes like. He's like, well, I never tried eating people back when I needed to eat. I wonder why people
Alright.
like it so much.
Alright. So, ignoring that.
Yeah.
So
Probably
the-
not. Probably not a good idea to.
The tribal, they're the tribal cannibals, which means they probably don't have a boat and they probably don't have regular food, which means they're pretty useless.
But
to
what
go
other
on the
option do
island.
we have?
That's true. Fish. We could fish.
I'm not talking about
Uh,
for food. We have to
well,
go to the
we-
island.
You have dolphins. We get a
Yeah.
whale. That'd be cool.
The dolphin said we'd die.
I'm,
Well, you guys.
Dolphins
Well,
are pretty
dolphins
smart
are-
too, guys.
I'm really not that
worried.
worried. Because these are human cannibals, which means the only one of us in danger of being eaten is Sparrow.
Hey, human.
No.
I'm
Hey,
a
but
human.
they've tasted human. They want to know what halfling and dwarf taste like.
So does
No.
Puck. Puck's kind of
So does
gnawing
Puck.
on his own arm right now, curious.
I'll use the old "I've got worms in my tubes" excuse. Get out of it.
That's a pretty good.
When we
excuse.
get back to civilization, we need to get Puck checked out.
Yeah, we really do. Something wrong with that guy.
Yeah, I don't think he's there. Like all the way.
Okay, so as you guys come closer and closer to this island, you see that there's sort of like a cove that dolphins are angling you towards, and the dolphin relates to Puck. We'll drop you off on the this peninsula over here. If you wish to avoid the other humans, do not cross the cove.
All right, sounds good.
And this is where we live the rest of our lives.
Yeah, this is where we drink the ale. This is where we
Yes.
drink the ale and depressedly wait for us to die.
Just die of alcoholism. That's the plan.
That's a good plan for
I know what
dwarves.
you guys talk about. I won't die.
That's true.
You don't get any ale either, so
That's fine.
Yeah, because you can't get drunk.
Well, I can. I just don't need to drink.
Okay, so the dolphins drop you off on the peninsula that is would be to the west, and Yeah, otherwise it's a beautiful island. There's lots of palm trees and everything sort of. The beaches are pretty cozy and looks like there's some coconuts hanging off the trees.
I just drew a photorealistic picture of the island. If anyone wants to look at it.
Are those tribalists in the bottom?
No, that's us holding on to dolphins. What are you, blind?
My bad.
The keg. Where's the keg?
Oh, sorry,
there's no
forgot about the
keg.
keg. Who wants to be Fafnir? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
I think it's this one.
Okay.
I think this island is woefully incomplete without a bow tie.
Yeah.
It just needs one. Yeah, right
No.
there.
Got a bow
Yes.
tie?
Yeah.
I agree.
All right.
Very
so
nice.
we're on the shore of this island, stranded.
Yeah, what do you guys do once you get up on the beach?
Lose all hope.
Well, we're gonna say goodbye to the
gonna
dolphins,
die.
I guess.
Yes, the dolphins wish you luck, and
Puck
They
starts
leave you.
randomly gnawing on people.
Puck.
Serious.
I punched Puck in the face for not on me. That's not funny, dude.
You're suddenly facing an owlbear growling at you.
All right, come on. We got bigger things to worry about right now.
I'm gonna make a knowledge check really quick while Puck is attempting to gnaw on me. Yeah. I am going to gnaw on him back, believing this is some sort of halfling like ritual, just to make sure everything's okay. Like, you okay, bro? No.
nice.
So,
All right. So what do you guys do? Are you guys, it's probably getting to be like a little bit towards dusk.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull that door up onto the beach.
Did you drag the door with you?
I was riding it.
you were riding a dolphin.
Okay, so you're like, did you? Maybe I don't know. Maybe you like tied a rope to the dolphin and you.
He was
just, like,
he was wakeboarding on the door.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so
The
you
only
take the
correct
door.
answer here.
All right, what are you doing with the door?
If it's getting dark, I might attempt to make a lean-to
Okay,
door. I guess.
sounds good.
I don't know.
All right, so it sounds like maybe you guys are making camp.
How long? I have a question. How long does my shapeshift last if I'm not using any of the moves up? Is it indefinite?
Yeah, as long as you're not spinning it in the hold, I guess.
Okay. In that case, I would probably be sleeping in lion form as like a safety precaution.
Okay.
So I turn into a lion and I just kind of just lay on the beach. Would you like me to roll
Alright.
the stuff just in case we get attacked in the night? So I know.
Yeah, roll to see how many holds you have.
All right, cool. So it's plus wisdom. Where's all my stuff?
How many?
There's
What we
plus
have?
So it's one hold. Yeah, one hold.
What'd you roll?
Holds are basically ability or number of moves I have before I shapeshift back out. When I roll it,
Okay.
the number I roll depends how many holds I get. 1, 2, 3, and then some bonus depending on what the GM decides. When I use up my holds, I revert back to human form automatically.
Yeah. Okay, I understand now.
Yep.
How many actions?
All right.
Okay.
So you got
basically.
one. So you have one hold then.
Yep. What are the bonus holds about? Like, do you get those in certain circumstances or something?
You mean where it says?
It says hold one in addition to whatever the GM says. So, I'm guessing there's like conditionals in some cases.
I think that just means that the GM will tell you what your moves are while you're in the.
Gotcha.
I think that's what it's referring to.
All right, cool. That's fine.
Which I think we've already discussed that.
Yes, we did. I have the list
Okay.
already.
Great.
So we're just going to bed. Right?
Yeah, are you guys making camp? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
I think so.
We want him to take a watch, right?
I can take watch. Well, I can take like middle watch as a lion if you guys want.
Yeah, right.
I'll take first watch.
Puck will volunteer to take the worst watch, basically.
I'm taking
I'm
first
pre-
watch.
I'm not very useful. taking watch. You don't want me taking watch.
That's first.
Okay,
watch.
here's a question for you. Do you guys make a fire?
I assume we're making camp. We have sorted out our watch order, and we're just gonna.
I would say
Yeah,
say
there's
no
nothing
to
to
the
be
fire.
afraid of. We should make a fire.
Yeah, I would say no to the fire. Because
No fire.
cannibals.
We do know there's cannibals on these islands. It'd be pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I see nothing.
I
that
vote
could go
no
wrong.
fire.
I see nothing that could go wrong here, honestly. I know what you
And
guys are so
there's,
worried about.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right.
There's a full moon out, so it'll be nice and bright anyway.
Sounds like the no's have it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. Fafnir, since you're taking the first watch, why don't you go ahead and roll wisdom roll.
I just did the 2d6 there.
It's pretty
Got
good.
it.
Good roll.
Okay, good to know.
We're boned.
Okay, so you guys start to settle in, and a couple of you are managed to get a little bit of shut eye. It's a little bit chilly. It was nice and warm before the sun went down, but without the fire, you're a little bit cold. So you hear some trees rustling during your watch.
Fafnir does?
Yes. What do you do?
I'm going to alert Lion Boy over there.
I will immediately wake up. He's a very light sleeper as a
and
lion.
just say, "There's some trees over there rustling. I don't know
Do
what
I
they're
have
doing."
any? Do I have any like better sight or like smell or hearing as a lion?
You're pretty much still you. You're just in
Gotcha.
the lion form.
All right.
It's
Just
like a
curious.
human lion nose. That's what that is.
That's
Human
that-
lion
that's
eyes.
that's legit. Let's do it. All right. So I'll be very alert and I'll kind of growl softly.
What does that sound
Okay.
like?
What?
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 What? I don't know.
Okay.
Fafnir, do you alert the rest of the party or just Puck?
Do I have any sense of what it is at all, or is it just rustling?
Well, now you do because you see several figures step out from the trees.
I let out a
Kind of-
very loud roar to wake everybody else up.
Okay, so yeah, everyone hears the roar and wakes up. You notice that there are 10 of them, and they are kind of like in an arc surrounding your camp. They're all holding spears. Their bodies are covered in like paint. You see, like a lot of them have like giant hoops through their ears. Some of them have bones sticking through their nose, and the one in the center shouts something at you in a language that you don't understand.
I would taunt them immediately.
Cause fear.
I would just say, "Come and
I'm gonna go
get
hide
me, ya
somewhere."
ninnies!" And all
I
that
try to climb a
really-
tree.
All that really does on a 7 and 9, the weakest and most foolhardy among them are taunted by me and want to attack me more than anyone else.
Okay, so one guy who's like kind of in the back, and he's like looks like he's like maybe a teenager or something. Like he's kind of like he looks a lot younger than the rest of the guys. He says something. He says blah blah blah, and he steps forward and he tries to take a jab at you with his spear. What do you do?
I see the spear coming, and I think, I'm not going to stand there and eat a spear. I'm going to try to step to the side and cut the head of his spear off. He seems like a greenhorn. I think I could pull it off with my greatsword.
Try
Just
it out.
like
Okay,
pull to the side and swing down and cut off the end of his spear.
All right, roll a dexterity.
Okay. But Dex is bad. Oh,
me.
man.
Okay, so he lunges at you with the spear, and you try to slice down at it with your sword, and you just like kind of you go a little too early, and he grazes your leg. Roll 1d6 for damage.
We roll damage to ourselves.
Aw.
God damn it.
Yeah.
The only time Den rolls well.
I know, right?
Wow.
All right, so you take 6 damage from the spear in the leg.
On the sight of blood, I and the lion form are going to let out an extremely loud roar to call call creatures from the forest using summon the pack to call people to aid and attack these people. So
Okay,
what do I roll for that?
Does armor do
Um,
anything for that damage? Real quick.
Oh yeah, yeah. You have 1 armor, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's DR.
Yeah, it's like DR. So
Okay.
you would take 5.
All right.
Sorry.
What do I roll to do? Basically, summon the pack and let a loud roar out to yell to the creatures, the denizens of the jungle, to come aid us.
Roll your charisma.
Roll charisma.
Yeah.
Charisma. It's a 0, so just 2d6. Dang, nice.
Okay.
10 plus.
All right. Well, nothing happens instantly, but
Right.
we'll see what happens.
All right.
Question.
Sure.
Cause Fear is the cleric spell, but I don't have any details on it. What?
Okay, so basically, you can cast Cause Fear. You can cast it on an object or a person, and then on another person, and whatever that object or person is, they will be afraid of that. And the reaction depends on numerous things. It could cause them to flee, could cause them to fight. Just it's going to be their natural reaction if they were like deathly afraid of something.
Do I have to touch the person, or is it at range?
No, it's range. You just
So-
identify what they're afraid of and who it is.
Make their biggest, strongest guy afraid of the giant roaring lion.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and roll intelligence. All right. So
11.
the guy who initially had spoke up, he like gets this big look in his eyeballs, and he starts to shake, and he drops his spear and he turns around and starts running, and all the rest of the tribesmen look at each other and they start yelling back and forth at each other, and they begin to take a few steps back.
Towards
Alright.
a forest full of the pack.
Sparrow.
Yeah, Sparrow, what are you up to?
I just wanna. How far are they from the camp?
They were like
Pretty
right
close.
up on the camp, so we're talking like, within 10, 15 feet.
So there's no way I can like stealth into the shadows at all.
I mean, yeah, you can start to like, you can try to blend in with your surroundings and see if you can maybe like flank them or something.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's a dex check.
Hold on, let's see. Yeah, let's do a dex.
Must be lagging.
Nature's designs always win our admiration.
I'll roll it again.
Is this Vetus?
No.
No, it's
Sparrow.
Sparrow. It's not going. It's not going in.
Try refreshing. Roll 20.
Yeah, that might work.
Did they run away, or are they still over there?
No,
They are
definitely- Yeah, they're still here.
They are retreating, but slowly. Like they're not necessarily retreating, but they are
Mhm.
stepping backwards very slowly.
Should we
Yeah,
still
it's
shoot
not
them?
coming in.
Yes, Darcy,
we still see them
shoot them.
for now.
You can still see them, yes.
Can I shoot one of them?
You sure can.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll a dexterity check.
Okay. So that's
2d6 plus
2d6
your dexterity
plus-
modifier.
Which is +1.
2d6 plus
Oh, there's all my there's all my d6s coming up.
Holy crap.
First one counts. First one counts.
That first one definitely counts.
And Darcy
Oh!
got double sixes too.
And Darcy gets
Yay!
double 6s as well.
Okay, so Sparrow, you are like now you have kind of like jumped behind the trees and you're trying to like sort of blend in with the trees and the shadows. Lanathe, you pull your bow up and you hit a direct shot. Deal your damage, which is probably is 1d8.
So I do that one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh,
Darcy's rolling like a champ
Yep.
today.
Crit rolls all day.
Double
Yeah,
sixes
okay.
followed by an 8.
You actually you shoot your arrow, and it hits one of the tribesmen directly in the eyeball, and he like starts to scream, and he turns to run, and he stabs another tribesman in the stomach with his spear.
Yay! We're winning.
All right, Puck, what are you doing?
Well, has anything happened as a result of my call to pack?
Not yet.
Okay, because I assume I shifted back into human form after doing that. Because I only had one
Yes.
hold.
That's
I'm going to
perfect.
use my turn then to shift into owlbear form now.
Okay.
okay, Tim.
And I will roll my wisdom. 10, so that's 3 holds.
Okay. Okay, so at this point, they actually just turn around and start to run. There's the scared one had already took off running, and 2 of them are now laying on the ground bleeding. The one with the arrow in his face, he's actually just completely dead now. The one that took the spear to the stomach is on the ground. He looks alive, but he's just laying there, clutching his belly, and the other 3 begin to run off. Sparrow. As they are running off, you sort of like manage to flank them a little bit. And you also hear something coming from behind you.
From
Wait,
You
say
have-
that-
alright.
say that
Okay.
again?
Sparrow has basically worked around to their flank,
Uh-huh.
and now the 3 that are left are running towards you, like they're fleeing.
Mhm.
But you also hear something approaching from behind you, so like even further into the jungle. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I don't know what it is.
No.
How would I know? Do I have to roll something to know what it is?
Let's see. You could do. I would say like something like discerning realities is more for when you have the time to like actively like investigate a situation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rule and say that you have no idea what it is. You have your back to it, but you do have 3 screaming tribesmen running in your direction with their spears.
I'm gonna take a stab at one of the ones that are passing by.
Okay. You
My
have
rapier.
so that'd be a dex then.
Yeah. Alright. It's also a sneak attack. So close.
Okay, so I think the sneak attack that's just for damage, right?
Yep. Only
Let's
for
see, when you
damage.
attack, fires, or defense, you can choose to do damage. 10, 7, I choose 1, 6. Okay, so as this tribesman is running towards you, he sees you like right as you pop out, and you're like trying to stab him. He jumps to the side and he jabs his spear into your left hip. Roll 1d6 damage.
I can't like dodge it.
All right, so you take 1 because of your armor.
Alright. So 14 each. Damn it.
Okay, basically at this point, anyone who was using a range, so Lanathe, you could probably take 1 more shot with your bow if you want to.
Okay.
Okay, so roll your dex.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, double 6s.
Is it still +1?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so you take a shot and you actually you miss, but you get frustrated and you pull another arrow out and then you shoot again and you miss. So you pull out a 3rd arrow, and finally on the 3rd arrow you hit one directly in the back. Roll damage.
Okay.
Okay, yes. So it drills him straight between the shoulder blades. He falls over. But as a because of all the shooting you had to do, erase 1 ammo. So I think you started with 6 ammo, which is just to let you know, ammo's like 1 ammo doesn't necessarily mean 1 arrow, but I'll let you know when you need to subtract an ammo. So subtract 1 of your ammos.
Do I have to type something for that?
No, just keep a note. I think let me see what you started with. You started with
Just keep a note in your thing. This is something you just watch yourself. Let him know when you're getting low on ammo.
Basically, you started with 6 ammo, so now you're at 5.
All right.
For my gear here, it says I have a bag of books with 5 uses.
Uh-huh.
What, uses says it's 5 books inside?
Yeah, the books. Let me see that real quick.
Also, who took the 5 damage? Because you can have a healing potion.
That
was
me.
Fafnir.
That was Fafnir.
Are we keeping track of? Are we supposed to keep track of the failed rolls ourselves?
Yeah, anytime you fail a roll, just mark like a hash under your experience. When you get to 5, you can level up, but only when you make camp.
All right.
Okay. When your bag of books contains just the right book for the subject you were spouting lore on, consult the book, mark off a use, and take a +1 to your roll. Okay. So yeah, the other 2 guys, they managed to escape. There's still the one guy on the ground clutching his belly, and he's like, it sounds like he's praying in another language.
I'm just gonna go up, and I'm gonna sort of look at him. Gremly, I'm not really doing this lightly, but it needs to be done. There's no way that he's gonna live through this, and there's no way that we're gonna take the time to heal him, because he tried to kill us. So I just behead him and give him a dignified, quick end to his life. Sort of mutter something in Dwarvish as I do it, sort of a blessing.
All right, so you remove his head from his shoulders. He is now deceased.
Rip. All right.
All right, what do you guys do now?
Wow, that made me really tired, guys.
And did you take the healing potion?
Yeah. Took it and drank it.
So, did any actually escape? Past Sparrow, 2 did.
Yeah,
what
2
happened
got
about
away.
what about the guys that I called? Did anything come of that?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. That was exactly what Sparrow was hearing, and shortly after, like, they sort of run out of your sight, you hear like some really loud like roaring and clawing and tearing and people screaming, and then it just goes silent.
Awesome.
And now the entire party knows that it sounds like when an owl bear chuckles.
What does that sound like?
Use your imagination. It's D&D.
Actually,
It's imagination land. Use your imagination.
Yes.
Okay.
So, are we just going back to sleep, or? Because what if there's more?
I'm gonna take the tribal guy's clothes and I'm gonna disguise as that guy. Wait, no, I can't yet.
It's literally just like a cloth that would cover your penis.
For the
Not
children.
even the balls, just the penis.
Your balls are exposed. It's just
guys, can we get him away from the body?
It is legitimately a cocksock.
I can't actually do that, so I changed my mind on that.
Actually,
I'm gonna get Puck away from the blood.
Since you are so curious, what you notice is that they are all castrated.
Oh, no way.
So
That's
How
so
is there-
interesting.
more.
How do they reproduce, you mean? I
Yeah.
don't know, dude. Magic.
Um,
Uh,
Well, if it's actually
Let's-
magic, I've got to investigate.
would you like to try to spout some lore on that and see? Maybe you have a book in
Yes.
your bag of
Let's-
books that can help you out.
I don't know if I want to go get through my bag of books for castrated cannibals, but
Okay,
I think I'll try the lore.
go for it.
yeah. What could go wrong? 1d100.
Nice. Okay, so Vetus, you remember in your studies that some of the cannibal tribes that inhabit islands such as this one castrate their finest warriors.
I think we're going to be fine, guys. These were their finest warriors.
Oh,
I think we're going to be
Excellent.
just fine.
Yeah, as long as you don't go crazy and, I don't know, start drinking blood. Oh, wait.
I didn't like the taste of it.
so let's go back to sleep. And
Okay,
camp.
as
Figure
you
something
guys
else out.
are like discussing this, let's see, Lanathay, you notice in the water that there's like a glowing form coming from about 50 feet into the water, and it's moving towards you from under the water.
Oh no.
It's a whale.
I don't know.
Feeler?
Should I tell everybody else? No?
Okay, so,
Don't listen to Lyra. She's not playing. She's trying to kill me.
Listen,
Uh-oh.
Lyra.
Shut up, Dan.
Don't tell us anything.
Shut up, Dib.
Maybe you shouldn't listen to Max. I don't know.
Damn it, Robert.
Hard.
I want to know about the glowing whale. Because
Do you
that'll
think
keep me
it's
from
bad?
investigating. Well, if it's magic, it keeps me from investigating the castrated cannibals. So,
Well, the castrated cannibals need to be investigated on, so
no.
I think you can spend some time doing that. I think that sounds good.
Ugh.
So do we ignore the glowing whale thing?
Let's
You
choose
can.
the glowing whale.
You're the only one that's seen it so far.
Yeah.
okay, well, while you're like thinking on whether or not you should alert everybody, it starts to get closer and closer, and you notice that the glimmering is in the shape of a woman's body.
Excellent.
Okay.
It looks as if she's walking on like underwater. Like she doesn't appear to be swimming. She looks
Mhm.
completely submerged, yet somehow just striding casually out of the ocean.
Okay. I think I'm gonna tell everybody else.
Thank
That's
God.
kind of weird.
Yeah, that
I
shouldn't be
sneak
happening.
into the shadows. Can I stealth?
Yeah, you can hide. That's fine. But you don't have to roll anything.
Alright. No rolls. Sick.
All right, so this
I'm
you
gonna-
guys all
I'm gonna-
see this female figure.
I'm going to cast light on my staff.
Okay.
At least give
So
us
you-
something.
Yeah, you cast light on your
Uh,
staff, and it
20
lights up.
tribesmen comes down.
On a scale of like castrated tribesmen to Mila Kunis with a beard, how hot is this whale woman?
Um,
Dan,
She has-
I think your scale needs a little reworking.
I'm going
No,
on.
this is a dwarven. This
It's
is a
the
dwarven
dwarven
scale, guys.
scale.
It's
Oh,
completely
I'm
different.
sorry.
That's an in
I'm
character
a
sorry.
scale.
well, the figure is a very pleasing human-looking figure.
Bah.
So,
So
As it-
castrated tribesmen, Dan.
somewhere at 5. We're solid 5 for the dwarf.
If you don't have a beard, you might be a queer.
She comes out. She starts to come out of the water, and as her like face, like sort of goes over the waves, you see that like her whole body is just illuminated. Like I don't know if you ever seen like the like kelp that sort of glows. But it looks kind of like that. So as she's walking out, her body is covered in scales and fairly fit-looking muscles, and you see snakes just crawling all over her, like into her eye socket, and then like out of her ear, and
Yep.
just
I don't
wrapped
like that.
Need
all
fire.
around her body.
We need fire.
That can't be good, right?
Probably not.
But like the second after you see that happening, like you sort of like shake your like, ugh, like what the hell, and then you actually just see like kind of a normal looking woman walking out of the ocean. Like she's no longer lit up. You don't see the scales anymore. All you see is just a naked, blonde, regular human woman standing in front of you.
Yeah, detect magic.
I'm going to backstab that thing. I saw the snakes. Those are scary shit.
That
Those
seems
were
like the
scary.
worst idea ever. So, who do we want to
No,
replace
no,
our
no,
rope?
Okay, we can vote on it. Who wants to stab this thing?
I'd like to detect magic first.
I'm already
Okay, you
making like
cast
party
detect magic.
applications for your absence.
you detect magic, and yes, you do detect magic on this.
Is it
She
bad
looks-
magic or good magic?
Snakes and empty eye sockets typically are not good magic.
Yeah, you sense some pretty nefarious stuff.
I say kill it. Wait,
Well,
what does that
Go for the
mean?
backstab.
All right, so you're okay. This thing is still like coming up from the shore. In order to
I'll wait. I'll wait.
okay, so you're gonna wait till it gets like right up to the party, is what you're saying. Hopefully,
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. The party can take it.
I think
Okay.
I'll take the brunt of it, and I not a taunt, but sort of a kind greeting, so to speak, and I just say, "Oi, do you like ale?"
she looks at you and she looks like she's trying to process, and she says, "Oh yes, I have not spoken the common tongue. I have not spoken the common tongue in a long time." She says, "No, I do have no need for such things." She says, "Why have you come to the Cove of Destiny?"
Well, I've come to the cove. No one told me anything about destiny.
She sort of like surveys the party. And she says, "You look like you could be useful to me." And then she sees the decapitated tribesman up the way a little bit.
Can Puck talk like common tongue when he's in owlbear form?
I don't know, Kenny. That's up
Well-
to you.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, then she's going to have an owlbear walk up to her just because it's funny to think about. She's going to have an owlbear walk up to her and she'll hold out his hand and say, "Hi, my name's Puck. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were going to introduce ourselves before you tried to ask us for favors."
Then I go for the back.
She looks at you and she says, "Oh, I've always wondered what a halfling might taste like."
Actually,
Obviously,
snakes
ignore
getting
it.
off this island.
I know. I respond. I tried it. I don't taste very good. I don't know why. I got to work on that.
And she says, "I'm not surprised. It's too hairy."
Right?
And so she says, "Well, look, it seems that you have met the warriors of Akashai."
Is that what those were?
Yes, they are a bumbling bunch, but sometimes they do my bidding just the same, so I have a special spot in my heart for them.
Alright, I hear that. I'm going for the backstab. Going for it.
Okay.
I
Finally.
second that.
We're gonna die.
Alright.
All right, so you
Can I
jump
see
out.
Puck?
Die, foul beast.
Can I see
Well-
Puck?
Roll your stealth, Puck. See what happens. See if roll your dex for stealth.
Mine?
I want to know
Yeah.
if I can see Puck.
Oh, Puck. Can you see Puck?
No, not
You
Puck.
are
Sparrow.
Puck.
I apologize.
I was like, I thought you were talking about Sparrow.
Well, you can see Puck. He is
Can-
Puck.
Hang on, what do I need to roll to see him?
No, he just rolled for his stealth.
Okay.
So, yeah, he actually does do a good job of hiding, so you do not see him approaching. He jumps out with his rapier and tries to stab this thing, and his rapier goes straight through it, like a mirage or an illusion, and he literally just falls forward onto the beach with sand all up in his face. She glances down, and she just sort of shakes her head, and she begins to laugh. And as she's laughing, it turns into this weird gurgling sound.
That's pretty funny.
That's a good sign.
Yep.
All right,
So-
I stand up and I dust the sand off my clothes. I'm like, all right, you got me.
She
I don't know.
actually at this
Yep.
moment her eyes lock onto the cask, and she goes, "That, give it to me."
Sorry.
What was all this? I don't need ale and I don't drink and all this high and mighty talk.
I don't.
Not you.
Oh.
She says, "You are fools. That is not merely ale."
No, it's
you
delicious.
probably
It
don't
tastes
even
like
know.
ale to me.
Yes, it might taste like ale, but there's a lot more to that cask than you even know. She says, "Give it to me, and I will forgive you for trespassing onto my island."
I'll tell you what. You give
if
me
we drink it all?
5 minutes with it, and then I'll give it to you.
How about a boat? A boat would be cool.
Because
She
I
shakes
don't
her
care
head.
about the cask. You can have the cask all day. I just want what's inside it.
She says, "You dwarves and your drunkenness makes me sick." She says, "Well, if you won't give it to me, then I suppose I'll have to take it." And you start to hear a rumbling noise, and
I hide.
the beach begins to shake, and you hear coconuts start falling off the tree. And she tilts her head back, her eyes go blue, and she starts to shake, and blue shimmering light starts to come from her body.
I'd like to take this opportunity to use a hold to do trample them and just charge straight at her on all fours and just do a full-on owl bear tackle.
You could still be a mirage, dude.
Okay, quick question: are we going to take a break ever at some point, or are we
Nope.
just?
We're gonna play through.
We can.
Gotcha.
No
If you
breaks.
need a break,
Well, we can
take
break
one.
if we want
Yep.
to, but I
I
think
could use a 2-minute bathroom break. But
Oh,
Alright.
that's
about
fine.
it.
Do that if you need to, dude. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Bathroom break.
We'll just
I think
call
this
it.
is a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2-minute break. 1, 2,
Yep.
3, go.
Okay. BRB.
I can't wait for this owlbear to just fly right through her.
That bitch
He just
stole
thinks
my
Sparrow's
ale.
bad at- he just thinks Sparrow's bad at his job.
I was
Besides,
perfectly
I didn't
reasonable
really
about the
see-
situation.
What?
I was perfectly reasonable about the situation.
It's true. You were.
I just wanted a beer. It's all good.
Somebody called me 12 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, you have to understand. Your voice does sound like that. sometimes.
You sound very high pitched, Darcy.
Yes.
Someone said Sparrow didn't do his job.
Yeah. Sparrow just isn't good at his job. That's why the owlbear is now charging.
Yeah,
He just thinks
okay.
that Sparrow fucked up his job and didn't hit her. That's why he's charging.
You saw. I went through her, just straight up chest.
I
don't know.
couldn't see you.
You couldn't?
No.
Oh, that's
I was
true.
all
No,
stealth.
you're hiding too well.
Yeah.
My
all I
bad.
saw was you then. All I saw was
I did
you
my job
appeared.
too well. So
When
you're
you
telling me I
appeared-
did my job too good.
When you
Yes,
appeared,
right?
you basically stumbled into the water and got sand all over yourself. That's all I saw. I didn't see you go through her. I just assume you're bad at your job.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at my job.
Exactly. That's why the owlbear is now charging.
I was gonna try to.
Well, that's what I want you
negotiate, But now we're gonna die.
Maybe not. We want the cask.
I'd like to live a little bit more than I'd like to deliver a cask.
Well, Fafnir, I know. That's not the case.
To be honest, a Grognir chair sitter is such a retarded fat oaf that we could probably buy something down the street and he wouldn't know the difference. But
So there we go.
at the same time, it was full of magical ale. And I am a dwarf. And any self-respecting dwarf wouldn't so easily give up a cask of magical ale.
Yep. It's not just a cask of ale. You have no idea. Wonder what's gonna happen.
We're all
Man,
going to die on
intense
this
stuff.
beach.
Find out next time.
It's gonna end up that way anyways. Just depending on what.
On the next episode.
I think I was flying through. Maybe I'll try another magic missile. Rolling pretty well with those.
You have
You
been.
are. You've been rolling really well, but you want to fail on the on the rolls that don't matter. That's what you want to.
Well, now we
Then
got
you
some
want-
creepy snake chick, so I definitely want to blow her up.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll let Darcy roll it for me.
Yeah, Darcy.
She has been rolling ridiculously
We're just
well.
gonna let Darcy roll everything from now on.
I'm so
Except damage.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, no,
not-
she rolled like 8 and 7.
Yeah, she
For the
rolled 8 and
damage.
7 for damage too. We're just gonna, yeah, you're the official roller, Darcy.
No. Because then you'll blame
Yep.
me if it's bad.
Yeah, we will. Absolutely. Yeah, we're good. We're all good.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone's back.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, as like she starts light starts pouring out of her, and you see like beams of blue light just sort of like pop out of her skin, and she sort of shimmers away. And as that happens, you see the head of a serpent come out of the water, and
Magic missile.
as it's doing that, like everything's shaking, and the thing stands about 15 yards in the air with giant teeth and a huge
Is
mouth.
Owlbear still charging?
You just like went right straight through her, like as
Yeah.
she was like
Is-
changing.
Is the she changed into it, so I'm behind it now.
No, what sort
It
of
came
happened
out of
was
the- it came out of the water.
You charged at her, and once again, just like Sparrow,
Yeah.
you sort of just went right through her, and then you sort of like stopped, and then the thing came out of the water.
Ah, gotcha. Does that use up a hold if I didn't actually hit anything? I would assume so, but I'm just
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
because I used up the exertion for it, so I assume it. So I
Yeah.
accept that.
Okay, so I heard Vita say that he wanted to shoot a magic missile, so go ahead and do
Yes.
that. Intelligence.
Oh no.
Okay, so your magic missile misses, and not only does it miss, but something about the way you're, like you say the spell, it goes away from your memory, and you can no longer cast it until you have had time to study it again.
Crap.
Rip. Alright.
Time to throw coconuts.
Wait,
Okay,
watch it.
Puck, you are directly in front of this thing. What are you doing?
I think. What is the other one called? No, I will just. I'm just gonna. Well, how big is this thing around? Like,
I would say it is
Like,
about.
what's the
two-
diameter of this thing's body?
It's about 2 yards thick. So the radius would be 1 yard radius.
Can I just take my entire turn to shift out and into a into a snake form?
Sure.
Okay, I'd like to do that and just start climbing its back.
Okay. Cool.
So I'll roll my wisdom for holds.
Conversely, she starts climbing.
So I get one hold,
Okay. Sounds good.
and I'm just gonna
Um,
start climbing up, basically crawling up its back, toward its head.
Okay, Fafnir, what are you doing?
Well,
Wait,
she's
can I do
making.
my turn first?
Sure, I don't mind.
Can I apply my serpent's tears and go for a strike? My rapier,
Let's see.
or is it applying poison?
Hold on, let me just check out this poison real quick. Okay, so you you can apply the poison and take a stab. Go for it.
All right. Is that plus dex since it's a rapier or no?
Yeah, it'd be your dex.
I think I hit.
Yeah, and you get to roll your damage twice and take the best result.
All right.
What?
All right, so you you just stood up and you've rubbed the sand off of you, and you charge towards the serpent with your rapier, and it like bats you to the side, and you don't do any damage.
Okay. I'm so retarded.
How close am I to my cask? Would you say?
Your cask is probably about 10 feet behind you.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and walk my way back over to it and break it.
Okay, so you just smash it with your sword.
I'm just gonna smash it with my sword. If this giant snake bitch won't let me have it, no one can have it. I'm going the jealous lover route here.
You know, she's gonna kill us anyway.
And this is for conquest, is what this is. This is just okay. So I'm actually gonna roll. Oh, that's bad all
We're
around.
rolling to see if you could smash it.
Yeah.
Was that why you were rolling?
Yep. To see if I
All
can
right,
smash
I wasn't
it.
gonna make you roll,
Oh,
but
okay,
if you
then
insist
just
on
ignore it.
rolling, yeah, I think it's
didn't
okay.
realize.
Like it's not. You're able to smash it. You smash it, and
the literal least.
as you smash it, Vetus, you look over and you see that the metal rings that like hold the planks in on the cask. He smashes it, and inside one of the metal rings, the moon reflects off this metal ring, and you notice that like the inside of it has like some kind of strange inscription.
One ring.
Yeah, I'm not very useful in combat right now, so I'm gonna go check that out.
Okay, so while you're doing that, Lanathe, what are you doing?
How far do you think I can shoot? I'm thinking about like shooting it in the eyeball or something.
Yeah, you're totally close enough to do that.
Okay.
So just roll your dex.
Okay.
Work your magic, Darcy.
No.
No. What if
You made it. I still hit.
Yeah, still hit.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so here's what happens. You deal your damage, but you either have to move to get the shot. You have to take what you can get, which would be like minus 1d6 on your damage, or you have to take up several shots and reduce your ammo by 1. So which one of those penalties would you like to take?
I think I'll move.
Okay, so you move to get the shot, placing you in danger. Okay, so roll your damage for your shot.
Is that
Way to boss it out.
It's the
1d8.
D8.
Main man rogue. You know, since the dwarves being all useful and smashing the cask over the campsite.
Okay,
Someone's
4.
gonna wait, she can re-roll it. It says
Me?
anyone dealing damage to the target rolls twice.
Oh,
What?
go again?
The serpent's
talking
tears. The serpent's tears says anyone
Oh.
dealing damage to the target rolls twice and takes the better result.
Nice.
I go again.
Well,
Yeah,
you're saying
roll
that
your
it.
D8
Oh,
again.
hold. You didn't
Okay.
you didn't actually hit it though. Hold on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hit it. Oh, she didn't hit it?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You didn't actually successfully poison it, is what I'm saying. You
did?
missed. No, your shot missed.
It hit, it just did 1 damage.
No, it didn't do any damage. It didn't pierce through the scales.
Okay. Alright.
I see what you're saying though, but no, it's not it's not poisoned. So okay, so it takes some damage. Your arrow hits it right in the side of the head, but in doing so, you actually you were trying to get a clear shot, but because of the stuff going on, you had to actually step forward. So now you're within reach of the creature.
Okay.
Okay. And the arrow hits it, and it sort of reels back, shrieking, and it actually lunges for you and tries to close its mouth around you. So, what would you like to do?
What can I do?
Anything you want to.
Anything.
Um,
You can dive out of the way. You can punch it in the face.
I was going to suggest that.
I'll punch it right in the nose.
There you go.
Just like a shark.
Okay, so
They work
it sounds
exactly like
like
sharks.
Yep.
sounds like you're trying to defy danger by powering through. So why don't
Yep.
you roll a strength?
Okay. So which one would that be?
It's just 2d6
The
plus your
plus
strength
0,
mod.
1, or 2 for your strength modifier.
Looks like yours is going to be 0. So just roll a regular 2d6.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay, so
Not bad.
let's see. No, you rolled a 6. So that's still a fail. So
Oh.
Oh no.
you try to punch it in the face. Roll a 1d10 plus 3.
Okay.
I hope that's not damage.
You do get
Alright.
XP for that, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark an XP on your sheet there.
Oh,
Okay.
did I get
That's all
an
that
XP for
matters.
missing my charge them with my owlbear?
Anytime you roll a 6 or less, you'll gain an XP.
So no,
Well, you did roll 6 or less.
I didn't roll at all.
You rolled something above. Says, oh, that was for your charges. Never mind.
Yeah,
And then Vitus gets 1 for his magic
I
missile.
didn't roll at all for my charge on the Mirage. Does that count as a miss or what?
If it used up your hold, it should.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
say that. If
So-
you use up your
so
hold,
it's
you got to
1
miss.
tick, 1 EXP. All right,
Yeah.
cool beans. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, so as the serpent is diving forward, you reach back with your fist and you try to punch it, but it just smashes right into your leg and it pins your leg into the sand, and you take 11
Somebody
damage.
save me.
11 damage minus your armor.
No, that doesn't.
No?
That's not the damage.
Not the damage?
Okay.
No, she takes exactly 11 damage.
She doesn't have armor?
This one has the tag of 1 piercing, which means that it negates 1 armor.
Ouch.
How
Okay.
much health do I have? Oh, is that the...
You'll be at 10 now.
Yes.
No. Okay. That's cool.
All right, Puck, what are you doing?
Well, I'm in snake form, and how far away from this thing's head am I right now?
You managed to crawl up
Okay,
towards
So-
the back of it.
so I'm on top of its head basically at this point.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think here. Anatomy of snakes. I want to. What are my moves again?
Inflict your
yeah.
poison or drive
yeah.
it back.
I think I would like to attempt to inflict my poison and just bite this thing directly on the eye.
Are you trying to roll
I'd be-
damage?
Basically, I'd be standing right next to its eye, and I'm going to try to bite it right on the eye. Not standing, crawling next to its eye.
You can sit on that arrow.
I could do.
Okay.
I could do anything I want to. I'm not currently an owlbear. I'm
Coil around the arrow and bite its eye.
All right, so let's do a strength check on that, and
Okay.
then if you're successful, you'll be able to roll twice and take the better result of your damage.
Okie doke. That's a 4, so no, I'm not successful.
Womp womp.
Okay,
And
yeah.
that's an experience points.
You are unsuccessful. You gain experience points.
So, question then.
Also, you are thrown, like the serpent, as you're trying to bite it, like if the serpent rolls over in the water and comes back up, and you are now like no longer on it.
Okay,
Like you're
so
like in
question
the ocean.
then, as a point of clarification, does my hold, since I used my only hold from a snake, do I immediately shift back, or do I shift back at the beginning of my next turn?
You shift back. You're
Shift
done.
back immediately, so I'm human form again in the water.
Yes.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure. Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
Sparrow, what are you doing?
Poisoning my rapier and taking another slice. Hopefully this one hits. That's the idea.
Okay, so I'm trying to imagine, like, 1 second. I guess we'll count that roll if we do it. But
Okay.
you're applying your poison like mid-battle. This seems to be like you're putting yourself in some considerable danger if you're.
The snake's pretty busy. I would. I don't know. That's a good point.
It is currently
It did just do a
Okay.
barrel roll.
Ranger.
Okay, well you rolled 7, so you do apply your poison and you do strike your target. However, you also poison yourself a little bit as you're applying the poison. You're kind of in a hurry. You accidentally prick your finger, and you get a little bit of the poison in your skin.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
roll your damage. Best out of the 2.
7.
Okay, so you do manage to strike it, but as you strike it, like your rapier digs into the serpent, and it whips its tail out of the water, which now that you've seen its tail, it looks like a scorpion's tail, and the stinger drops right on top of you. Roll 1d10 plus
luckily
3.
Luckily, I'm already poisoned. So.
Roll 1d10 plus 3 twice, and take the worst one.
You mean the better one?
Yeah.
No!
Oh!
No.
Okay, so
Literally
you
the
take
worst.
13 damage, and you're now at 2 hit points.
Oh,
I
shit.
saw this coming.
So this stinger, it comes down and it strikes you right in the chest, and it actually pins you to the beach.
What health am I at?
I'm
at 1 health. I'm alive. Baby.
yeah, I'm also gonna say that you are, you're shaken, so you take -1 to your dexterity.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So what's up with this inscription?
Right, you're looking at the inscription. Okay, why don't you try to discern realities? So go ahead and roll a wisdom check. Okay. So you can ask one question. Do you see the list of questions under discern realities?
Looking. Yes.
You can ask one of those questions, and I will answer it truthfully.
How do we beat this thing?
What
How-
here is not what it appears to be?
What here is not what it appears to be. Okay, you immediately, upon seeing the inscriptions, recognize it as written in like magical runes, and you understand by looking at it that the cask and what's inside the cask, or actually, I'm sorry, what's inside the cask is not what's valuable. It is this ring that you were looking at. The inscription on it says that he who bears this ring around its waist will feel the strength of many giants.
Putting on the belt.
You gonna put it on, or you gonna let the dwarf put it on? Come on.
Well, no, he is standing right there.
I am standing right here.
Yeah.
I could put this on.
I'm giving it to him. The
All
dwarf
right.
gets the belt.
Here, take this cask. Wear it. I'm wearing the
Put it
I'm
on.
wearing the keg right now.
All right, so he hands you a metal loop, and he tells you to put it on. Do you put it on?
Yes. When
so
one
you-
is handed a metal loop, one must put on the metal loop.
Imagine that you like put it over your head and you just like slipped it over the top of you, like like a hula hoop or something.
Yeah.
And it immediately like tightens around your waist,
Yeah.
and it increases your strength to a +4 bonus.
Holy
And
God.
he asks, "How do you feel?" And I'd be like, "I feel rapturous," and I run off after this giant snake. And while I'm running after it, I'm gonna taunt it first of all, which is
Thank you.
it's
Thank you.
first thing I'm gonna do to it is taunt it, and that is a +1 roll. It's a 7, which isn't actually that good. If it's weak or foolhardy, it would fall prey to my taunting.
Yes, it does not. It does not seem to take any
And
attention to your taunts.
our ranger Lanathe is currently being held like by this thing's mouth, right? Or how is she being
it's
held?
sort of like clamped down on top of it, on top of her. So yes, it has her pinned to the ground, and then its tail has come up out of the water and has pinned
Okay.
Sparrow down to the beach
But-
as well.
Yeah.
So I want
Yes.
to aim basically on what's clamping down on Lanathe, and because my sword is both messy and forceful, I want to hit this thing so hard that it has to recoil away from Lanathe and set her away
My
from being
hero!
trapped. So this
Okay,
is-
before you do that, because you were taunting it before, Puck, what are you doing?
So I'm in the water right now, yes, and I'm in human form. How far
Yes,
away
you've
from
just
this?
been flung into the water, and then.
Am I like
resume.
am I paddling? Am I like doggy paddling? Am I treading water, or am I standing in like waist deep water right now?
No, you're. Yeah, it's like waist deep
Okay. Well, waist deep for me or waist deep for everyone else?
for you. You're
Wow,
basically just
wow.
right there.
That's shallow. Awesome. Well, I don't really appreciate what's been going on here, but I'm not close enough to do much. This thing, I'm guessing, is not in very deep water. Yes.
No, it's pretty shallow. Like I would say that the majority of it is exposed, like the top half of
Okay.
it, even the part that's in the water.
In that case, then I am going to shift into lion form and
Okay.
roll wisdom for 3 holds,
Nice.
and then I am going to chart. Can I do something else still, or is that a move?
I would say yes. You can transform and then
And then use one of my holds.
no, you'll have to wait to spend your hold. 'Cause
Okay, can I do it?
Yeah, you just made a move.
So I can do I can move up to it if I want to.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll basically start charging toward it until my next turn.
Okay. Great.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So it looks like Sparrow is currently pinned down, and so is Lanathe. Let's see. Fight his hands. Okay. What are you doing, Vetus?
Let's see. Gave him the belt. He went charging off, attacking the snake thing. Got a dude pinned. I guess I'm gonna take a staff to this scorpion tail and try to free Sparrow.
Okay. So you run up. You run up and attack the tail, and Fafnir is attacking the head. So you guys, let's see. Let's do the tail first, since Fafnir was doing his taunt.
Yay.
It's a strength, so it's plus nothing. Yay.
Okay, so you swing at this thing, and yeah, you just you completely miss. You also lose your footing and you fall into the water.
Awesome.
All right, Fafnir.
I'm crap
Yep.
without my magic missile.
I'm
God forgive.
just gonna force
Don't get
my
poisoned.
greatsword into this thing's body, right over where Lanathe is, forcing it back. And this is for fame and glory. I want to be able to brag about taking down this snake. So this is technically a conquest for me. And
With my help.
yeah,
Should have helped me out, bro. Get mine done. Got my back.
Okay. So you rolled. Okay, so you got a 9. All right, so you will deal your damage, but let's go ahead and roll your damage first.
And that's +1 from my weapon. Not very good.
You gotta roll twice.
Oh yeah, I get to roll twice.
Poisoned. Oh yeah.
Ha!
That's why I poisoned it.
Oh,
Oh
snap.
wow.
Right
Get
there.
11 damage.
Very nice. Okay,
It's
so
like someone's an asset. I don't know, maybe. Yes.
So here's what happens. You're charging towards this thing with your two-handed sword. Lanathe is pinned to the ground by its jaws. You like pull your sword overhead and you go to drive it down into its head. Right as that happens, it lifts its jaw up and it meets you head on. So roll 1d10 plus 3.
Wait, does he get a chance to dodge it? Defy danger?
I'm defying
is
danger
part of his
with,
action.
Shouldn't I be able to defy danger with force here since
No,
I'm jamming
this is,
my sword into it?
This is as a result of you rolling a 9, which means that something good and something bad happens.
Oh.
Okay.
You're giving
I just realized
damage
that.
and you're taking damage.
Someone give Darcy a call to get her back in.
Oh, I can get her back on the call. 1 second. Darcy, where are you?
Luckily you're not poisoned. You don't gotta roll that twice.
Okay, so
Yay.
what happens is you're coming down with your sword. It lifts its head up, and you guys meet together. Like pretty much two objects just moving at each other. What is it? The unstoppable force meets the immovable object. You guys crash into each other. His teeth dig deep into your flesh, hurt you for 8 damage. But at the same time, your sword slips right into his mouth and comes out the back of her head. And the beast and you both just ride all the way down to the ground and crash into the surf.
Nice. So it's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
Excellent.
Yay!
Yeah.
Did you at
Did
least
we
drink
win?
the ale? Did you at least drink the ale before you smashed it?
Nope.
I'm gonna get
Wow,
Sparrow
what a
like out
waste.
from under this tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go around and help lift this corpse off of these poor people who've been
While they're
attacked by
doing this, can I
snakes.
keep the head occupied? Or is it completely dead?
What does a
It's
health
like-
pot do?
It stopped moving. It crashed into the water, and Fafnir had to pull a couple teeth out of his chest. But other than that, it's not even moving.
And this was for fame and glory. I would cut its head off. I'm not sure how large its head is in relation to me, but if I can carry it, I would be carrying it.
At least a tooth.
Well, the head is as I said, it was a 1-yard radius, so you're looking at
Pretty big.
pretty fucking big. Yeah, it's probably. I mean, it's 2
So it's
yards. It's probably taller than your entire body.
It's
I'm a strong
6 feet
dwarf.
long. 3 feet long. 6 feet long, 3 feet wide. It's bigger than most people.
What you know about rocking a serpent on your noggin?
That's true.
Really? Really,
Yeah.
Ben?
Yeah, I went
Really?
there. Actually,
there.
what I want to do is take one of its teeth and keep it as a weapon. I want to make a great sword out of one of its fangs. Can I do that?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Sick.
I don't suppose I could consider this part of my part of the area I came from to transform into eventually. No.
Oh no.
Oh,
No, I don't think so.
damn.
I'm getting
What's
pretty
a shot?
tired. At 1 HP. I want to go to camp and rest.
Yeah.
please.
Or is
Yeah.
there a
Alright.
list of possible weapons so I could maybe make, I don't know, a snake fang something? I want to make a trophy here. I killed it for glory. I feel like I should get glory out of it, you know?
Then make some armor.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I'm
gonna say
definitely
that
looking
you
for
could-
something to keep as a trophy from this thing.
I think it would be a short sword.
You think? I'd keep
Yeah.
it then. I'd keep it as a snake fang short sword as a backup weapon.
Sounds good.
Is there any ale left in that broken cask?
Probably.
I mean, it's all just seeped into the sand at this point. It's muddy ale.
Damn shame.
Eat the mud.
I've drank worse. I'd look at all of them. This is about what ale tastes like in the mountains, and I'd just be scooping it up.
Okay, so you guys gonna make camp at this point, I suppose?
Yeah. And let's
Yes.
go ahead and start a fire.
All right, so you do start a fire this time.
Can I lift the corpse of that serpent and build like a fence for us out of this serpent's corpse? just
I'm gonna
an
give him a hand with
enclosure.
that.
Because I feel like
Yeah,
it would
let's
keep
do that.
it would keep the natives away if they know that we killed their god, so to speak.
So you just kind of want to drag the body
Yeah.
and make sort of a little wall.
Yeah.
And make camp in the middle.
Yep.
Okay. You're putting the wall like towards the trees or like around the beach?
Toward the trees.
Okay. You notice like as you're lugging this thing around that there's like things sticking out like it looks like it swallowed some things and they're kind of like protruding from its belly.
I'm gonna run it all the way down with my greatsword on the inside. We'll face the outside toward the forest, and its like belly will be faced toward us. I'm just gonna run down it with the greatsword, and we can loot the corpse, so to speak.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm picturing you like you're just like running down and it's like slicing open and things are just spilling out.
License plates. And
Yeah. There's some shoes in here. Some
Sadly, you
+2
see-
boots of poisoning.
There's a few dolphins in there.
oh,
But mostly it's treasure.
Excellent. That's the desired result right there.
Guys, we lost Robert.
Man,
Aw.
you're just
He's been
losing
having trouble with
folk.
his internet
Yeah.
today, so
Okay.
he's.
I was gonna say he would be the most excited about the treasure.
he
I'm
would
gonna
be.
go
Yeah.
ahead and detect magic. By the way. Well, I guess we're talking like gold and coin treasure, or
I'm not sure. Greg?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to find the page that I'll have what I'm looking for here.
And I'm going to discern realities on this loot.
We should bury the dolphins.
Think? You think they really
I
care?
don't-
you and Puck can work on that. I think Sparrow and I are gonna sort through this loot.
We like the dolphins, right?
Their
They are.
transportation. That's really it,
So we
honestly.
just use them. Okay.
I might use them.
Yeah,
I might
just
use
use
them
them.
as a jet ski in the future.
Well, not these.
I might.
Next time you summon dolphins, did you bury our friends?
Can I make dolphin skin slippers?
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh, good. That'll work.
Wait, I'm still in lion form.
You are.
Wait, I don't get hungry. Never mind. We're good.
Never mind. You're
Crisis averted.
good. Crisis averted.
Crisis averted.
I'm gonna cook this snake too. Like I'm gonna carve out some of it and cook it.
Okay, here we go.
I would just shift back into.
Loot time.
Monsters damage. Roll damage, die twice to the higher. No. Okay. Who wants to roll for me? Roll 1d10 plus 3 and roll it twice, and we're gonna take the highest number.
Alright. There's.
10. I already got it.
Oh, he got a 10. Yep. He beat me to
13.
the jump. He got the 10.
I got 2 rolls in. One was a 10, one was a 1. So I think we'll take the 13, please.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's a good plan.
Good deal. Yeah, you find just like a mix of like gems and necklaces and coins, all worth about like 900 coins total. So 900 coins worth of
Holy crap!
treasure.
I have 15 coins on my person. That's ridiculous. Are we
I don't
like
think
splitting
I
this
have
up
any.
here evenly? Yes, I'll take that as a yes. Sounds good. 900 divided by 5. 180 coins each.
All right, so you each picked up 180 coins.
Yes.
I say we party.
Right?
180 coins.
Let's go ask
Yeah,
those. Let's go ask those cannibals if they have any beer.
Actually, just as like Lanathe like talking about partying, she notices that it had also swallowed another cask of ale that came from the shipwreck.
Oh no.
Party.
That pretty much sums up the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed a giant snake. Found some more beer. Got a belt.
Party.
Found some more beer.
Party.
A really nice belt, by the way. That thing is crazy good.
I'm gonna detect magic real quick on the stuff that we found, just because
All right.
the snake loot.
Yeah, you don't detect anything.
Okay. That's
No,
fair.
like dexterity belt, maybe.
Right?
No. So yeah, to set the scene, you guys got a fire going, got a keg of ale. You're probably got maybe some dolphins roasting on a spit. Maybe not. I don't know.
Dolphins roasting on an open fire.
Hey. Buck's been
Venom
trying
eating
out
at your
human.
toes.
Maybe we toasted up that tribal guy that we killed. Maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
How big is that
Hudson-
snake's fang?
I would say the snake's fang is probably 1.5 feet.
Because they're hollow, so we could probably make it into a pretty kick-ass cup.
As you mention this, immediately Fafnir would be like, "That is a good plan, except for poison, which is not good.
Well,
it used to be
Fang
filled
doesn't
with
have it.
poison. Seems
got
like
no
a terrible
right here.
idea."
what
Why
is the
not?
purpose
Why don't
of
we
that?
just start making? Why don't we just start making dining utensils out of mercury? Nothing's gonna go wrong there.
Hey, dwarves don't feel poison. Basically, they don't care.
Normally you'd be right, but I don't think it works that way in Dungeon World. So because I don't have any racial traits at all on this character
Oh, that's
sheet.
true.
So
But the poison only made you roll twice, so wouldn't you just roll twice to see if you got drunk from the beer?
That was my poison. That wasn't his the
Huh.
snake's poison. We don't know what the snake's poison was.
Yeah, poisoned you. You had to roll twice for that stinger.
No, he
I
poisoned himself.
Oh.
yeah, he
Oh.
poisoned
And
himself.
then it hit me on reaction too. So I got a 2-for-1 there.
Wow.
I got real boned on that one.
So we're just slicing up this snake and cooking its flesh, and we got some loot, and we got some beer, and yeah, glory,
Look at that.
glory and conquest.
The only problem is getting back to the mainland.
Okay, so you guys seem to have a pretty good night. The next morning rolls around. Who's damage? You would recover half your max. So in other words, like if your max, let's see, Lanathe, you would recover.
Does it round
10.5.
does it round up or down?
I'm gonna go up. So you'll basically you'll be full, Lanathe. You'll go up. So you'll recover
Okay.
11. Sparrow, you would recover 8. So you're at 10 out of 15.
All right. All right. I'll go with that.
Everybody else is full.
Rip.
Okay, so as you guys are sort of like rousing awake, Vetus, you're the first one who spots that there is another group of tribesmen standing, this time very far down the beach, not with weapons readied, facing your direction, just sort of standing there, like not really doing anything.
I'm gonna notify everybody else, I guess, as they're waking up. Just let them know, hey, that we've got company again, and point them out.
As usual,
Yeah.
I'd be sleeping still in my lion form, so I still have 2 holds left from that lion form.
I
Okay.
would rub
I'm
my
gonna be like-
drowsy eyes and then immediately shout, very hoarsely, "I killed your god!"
They could actually be friendly. You never know.
If I killed their god, does that not technically make me their new god? Is this a Riddick
isn't
fake
Highlander.
situation?
You
Have
see,
they ever seen a
Do
dwarf
do
before?
we keep what we kill?
Oh no.
you see the man in the middle. He takes his spear, he holds it up in the air like with both hands, like crossways, and he sets it down in the sand, and then he raises his hands back up empty.
I would raise my greatsword over my head, He-Man style, and just let out a bestial roar.
It would be punctuated by a roar accompanying from Puck.
You'd be
In
in
lion-
you'd be in lion form, and you'd jump up, and we'd be like the greatest duo that's ever been, the coolest looking
I would-
action heroes ever.
I would They look
Somewhere
friendly.
in a land far away, a man got a really good idea for an action figure in this world. He has no idea why.
They look friendly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide my rapier,
Oh, the rapier, not yourself. Okay.
and then I'm gonna walk towards them.
Okay.
Is that cool?
So you start walking towards them. What's
I'm gonna
everybody
go
else
with
doing?
him. I'm gonna back him up.
Back me up. That's good.
That way they don't just spear him to death.
It's definitely a possibility.
Okay, so it's just the two of you?
Sounds like it.
Are they attacking us?
Sounds like
No.
No, he
Okay.
the like person in the front sort of like put their spear down and sort of like a gesture of like coming just in peace.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys approach, and you notice that the other two men are unarmed, and they're dressed a little differently than the hunters that you'd seen the night before.
Mm-hmm.
They actually have pieces on their head that like flow all the way the length of their body.
Mm-hmm.
And then the man in the middle is wearing a large crown made out of some type of bone.
Oh, some
Okay.
type. Yeah.
And I'm going to ask them if they speak common. You speak common? And they're like, no hablo inglés, right?
He says, "Yes, I speak common."
All right. I'm going to invite them back to our camp for beverages.
Does it have any beer
No.
left?
I will not go to your camp. You have
Well,
slain my warriors. I do not wish you to slay me.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, the warriors attacked us, so it was kind of self-defense.
Also, they weren't really warriors. They weren't warriors at all either, so point of clarification.
Yeah, Puck and I would
So
both
you're
be
asking
like,
for,
"But wait, those were warriors? They are kind of shite."
You're not there. I'd ask, so you're asking for a peace treaty of some sort?
He actually like he's looking at you and he's about to speak, and one of the guys with the headdress like gets a wide-eyed look, and he grabs the guy that you're talking to and he whispers something into his ear, and he also gets a wide-eyed look. He's like, you are chosen.
No.
We have
No,
seen.
no.
Yes, yes, I am.
Seen you. When
No.
the other guy starts talking to him again, and he says, "It has been foretold in prophecy. You would come to save us."
From the snake?
From what?
From the spirits of the hill.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time, guys. maybe you can come to our come and get some beverages. We can talk this over a little more. But this sounds crazy.
He says, "We have food and drink. You come, drink with us."
I'll bring it up, and then I'll walk back to the party and tell him what he said. Fawnfear and Laneth, if she didn't come. Laneth A.
And Puck.
Be like,
Mhm.
this guy's fucking crazy. He said we.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement right now.
But he
Seems
said
kind
he
of
had food and
sketchy.
drinks, and we haven't like eaten breakfast.
Yeah, I could eat, and you
Oh.
are kind of chosen a bit.
I'm sort of scratching
Just
the back of
touch.
my head. I'm like, I wonder if they have eggs.
I'd hope so.
He said food and drink. I mean, I don't need that much more provocation.
Yeah. I don't think any of
but-
us do. We're all pretty hungry.
But they're cannibals.
That is true.
Oh, great.
I can't really trust their bacon.
Long
I'm a dwarf.
pig.
It's not really cannibalism.
It's
Well,
it's long pig.
we've already fought the like strongest warriors, so we could just kind of go. Probably no problem. Probably.
Well, yeah, considering their strongest warriors ran like little bitches, I'm guessing we'll be okay. Just saying.
All right.
Okay.
Just ran. Yeah, I think we're good, guys.
Did
And
we lose
then
some people?
And Puck is rather curious to try some food, despite the fact that he doesn't eat it.
so are we gonna all go? Just start walking towards the.
Yeah, let's go with them. Put your
Mhm.
weapons away, though.
Holstered.
Great,
Yes.
great
Oh, wait,
sword
just-
on one shoulder, cask on the other. I'm ready to go.
Also,
All right.
did we lose some people in roll 20?
Yeah,
I
we
think-
did.
Actually, I
I
think
might have. No.
Darcy, you need to re-roll, or you need to refresh roll 20,
Okay.
and we're missing Sparrow as well. There we
There
go.
he is.
Yeah,
Sparrow's back,
I just reconnected.
and waiting on Darcy to reconnect.
I think we should be good.
Yeah, yep, there we go. She's back. We're good.
Okay.
Woohoo.
I'm gonna be like to the group. I'm like, I don't want to be chosen for this shit, guys. This doesn't sound like a good time.
Yeah,
Let's
they're
just get
probably
off.
going to sacrifice you to a volcano.
Yeah, probably something like that. We should get a boat if they have one. Take it.
Okay, so you guys head back to the tribal camp. They lead the way. On the way, the chief, which he actually introduces himself, he says, "I am Chief Yawanaka."
Is that his name, or is he trying to
Sherrison.
sing?
I think that's his name.
That's embarrassing.
Yawanaka.
He asks you, he says, "Where do you come from, and why have you come to this island? The prophecy has only told us that you would arrive, and nothing else, and that you would save us."
Question: have they taken notice of me due to the fact that I'm actually a lion and not a person? Just curious here. Are they not worried about me at all?
They don't seem to be concerned.
They're pretty cool with it. They've seen some shit.
All right.
You can inquire to why if you want. But
No,
that's
I
up to
think
you.
we're good. Although, are we just kind of sitting around talking about this stuff right now?
You're walking and
Oh,
talking.
we're walking.
Yeah.
Am I able to contemplate my forms thing while I'm walking, or do I have to be sitting down to studied essence?
Yeah, you need to have like total concentration.
Oh, okay, cool. So I can do it while I'm walking. I figured. All right, continue on then.
How big is his lion form?
Normal lion.
So, could I ride on its back and then study my spellbook?
Nope. Sorry, that's not a mechanical question. That's a personal question.
Sorry,
Yeah.
can I ride on your back and study my spellbook?
Nope.
Damn it. Useless.
All right. So, is there anything else you guys want to say to the chief before you get back to their camp?
I'm going to let the chosen one do all the talking.
I just wanted to say that Puck's lion actually has a bumper sticker that says "No fat chicks."
That's about right. That's about right.
I apparently have a creepy body and not a pudgy body. Thank you.
This is true.
You're just bootylicious. That's all.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so as you guys approach the camp, you start to see like smoke from the fires. The camp looks to be a series of huts made with palm leaves and branches and shit like that. It looks to be a settlement of about 100 or so people.
Any
And they
screams
all-
for people getting cooked?
No, you don't see anything
Not
unusual
yet.
in that way, but you do notice that as you're walking through the town or village, that a lot of the villagers are noticing you and looking very excited and like running in and like shouting to like people inside their hut, and it just seems like the general atmosphere is one of excitement.
We lost Robert again.
It's alright, he's the chosen one.
Yeah, just FYI, we lost the chosen one. The
Okay.
chosen one's having internet issues. That just. I like the sound of that.
Okay, as you were walking further into the village, you notice that there are a series of caves that are kind of like in the direction that you're walking. And along these caves, there's some very elaborate cave paintings. And on the cave paintings, you see shapes that resemble your party. You see a lion, and you see an elf and a dwarf and two humans, one with a creepy robe, and it's there drawn on the wall.
Ha!
And as you walk by, he says, "These are the prophecies."
When I
They
see
have-
this, I shift into an owl bear to see if the thing changes when I do.
No, it doesn't. But later on down the way, you notice that there's an owlbear and there's also a serpent.
Hmm.
A snake.
I knew I should have taken Meerkat. That's next.
Rob
I'm gonna
says.
elbow the kind of nudge the elf and motion with my head towards the cave. Say, look, we're famous.
So you guys get to the center of the village, and it looks like they've like prepared a giant feast. And he says, "Sit and eat."
No.
What are we eating is the question. Oh, sorry. What are we eating?
Our finest warriors.
Yeah.
Says, "We have a selection of meat from the forests."
The real question is, I know that all of the warriors seem to be castrated. Is there any like sausage or phallic shaped foods here that I should be avoiding?
Well, ball shaped actually.
Well, it would actually make sense.
No, you don't see anything like
Okay.
that. You just
It's
see
a
what
delicacy.
you see a few things that look sort of like roasted wild boar, and then you also notice some birds, but you don't see anything human-esque.
I'm okay with this.
All right.
I love
Yeah, as
wild
long as
boar as
there's
much as
not
the next
actual-
guy.
So I'm gonna hide and backstab the leader.
God.
As you stab him, it's like, as it was foretold.
Oh,
Oh no! I'm just
that
gonna
would be
eat
so appropriate.
breakfast.
Breakfast
Okay.
sounds good.
So you guys grub down, and he says, "After you eat, we will take you to the hill."
Sounds great.
What do we get for taking care of business?
It is foretold. You
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
will
We've
You will
heard
come-
that one before. Fool me
you will
once,
come to
shame
the
on me.
hill,
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Do you have any boats or something? I don't know. Something useful to us that we could have.
Actually, I really don't want to
Exchange.
wait. Do they have any teleportation rings?
I really doubt it.
Too bad.
He says, we have boat for fishing.
Oh, that's good enough.
That's good enough.
Right?
I'll take it.
Now.
Yeah, now.
Give it to us
It's
now,
for-
and we
It
promise
is
we'll solve
foretold
the problem.
that you give us this boat.
This is terrible.
We promise we'll solve your problems if you give us the boat now.
It is foretold you must go to hill. After you go to hill, you may have boat.
How about? All right. Sounds fair.
Eat. You must be strong for hill.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and study my spell book. I've had enough pork.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Can you tell us what's on the hill?
It wouldn't be possible to craft some poison around here, would it?
When
Certain
you ask him
demise.
what's on the hill, he says, the spirit is on the hill. The spirit that you will quell.
Oh, good. Preparing contact spirits.
Oh, while we're all eating and stuff, I want to be, since I don't actually need to eat, I'd like to be contemplating spirits, or what's it called? Studied essence. God dang it, I always forget that. And I want to study the essence of a meerkat or something very small, like a very small mouse of some kind for sneaking around. Okie dokie.
Sneaky.
Okay.
I don't expect to get any moves in this form. I'd be using it for like stealthy and scoutness. So
Okay.
you don't need
one
to
of
assign it any moves.
Sure. Yeah, there's a few like rodents that scurry around the camp freely.
The smaller, the better. The better. Duh, duh, duh. I will take time to study one of those and add it to my shape. Add its shape to my list. I'm just gonna go with meerkat
All right.
because
That's
meerkats are in the plains.
This I guess this bloodweed poison is just in my inventory.
Okay. That
I guess.
is.
Looks like it's written in there. Sparrow, I think, was looking for poison.
I am.
Would you like some bloodweed?
Yes, I would. Some blood wheat?
Yes.
What does that do?
I have no clue. But it's poisonous.
Blood wheat?
shit.
Yeah, I know what it does. That's actually pretty useful. Yeah, I can use that.
The bloodweed.
Because I don't think it's very useful on my
1d4
staff.
damage ongoing until.
Holy crap,
Cured.
that is useful.
Yeah, until cured, whenever
Yeah.
the afflicted rolls damage, they roll an additional d4 and subtract that result from normal damage. It is
You know,
a
unless
touch.
you poison yourself.
Touch
Unless you
poison.
poison yourself.
I'm not applying it, so it's all you.
Yeah. Well.
Maybe you should wear
You know how it
gloves
is.
next time.
Genius. Genius dwarf tactics.
Just
Alright.
saying.
All right. So you pass him that
Terrible
poison.
Yeah, the entire pouch full of bloodweed. It's not getting pulled out. It's all him.
I'll take
All right. Done. All right. So after you guys are done eating, the chief stands up and he addresses like the crowd that's kind of gathered around this whole thing, and he speaks for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then he turns to you. And he says, "Now we go to see the spirit of Hill.
Yeah, okay. What is
Let's
it?
go.
What does it look like?
Come, you shall see.
No, how about you just tell us now? That'd be nice.
It has been foretold."
No. No.
I think we need to work on expanding this guy's vocabulary.
It
I'm
is
just
known.
happy somebody
It
I
is
would
known.
like to point out he did say quell, and that's a pretty advanced vocabulary word for a chief.
You must go to hill.
think-
It is known.
I think it's more of we need to work on his decision making process. I feel like this guy doesn't poop unless it's foretold.
It is foretold.
This could just be like
It is foretold.
he foretells it every morning, he foretells it every night.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, so Chief Yawanaki begins to lead you towards the hill. Do you?
His name
We
just
should have
changed?
went to the other
that
village
was it.
and met
Awanaki.
Chief Teriyaki, who is a much cooler
Teriyaki.
guy.
I feel like Chief Teriyaki probably died pretty quickly from cannibalism.
Yeah, he
Well,
was the old
Chief-
chief.
Chief Kawasaki.
He
has
didn't last very
fled.
long with a name like Teriyaki.
Chief Kawasaki invented the motor, and that's why he's not on the island anymore.
He's gone.
That's genius.
Yeah.
Wish we had him.
What's on the hill?
All right, so do you guys
Spirits
go
on
to
the
the hill?
Yeah. Either that or we killed the whole tribe. One or the
The
other.
father of
For-
all of these chiefs was
for
Chief
fame
Saki,
and glory.
which is exactly why they all act like this.
For fame and glory. Yeah.
Fame and glory.
Fame and glory.
I will go to this hill. I will strike down this spirit, and you will reward me with roasted boar. And a
Do
boat.
I have time for
And a
two
boat.
forms? To study essence of two forms.
No, it's going to take you those. whole
May I
time to
retcon
study
my
one.
choice then?
Sure. What is
Because
it?
I was trying to, I was going to do this a while ago and I forgot about it. I want to do a flying form instead. What's the biggest bird that I would be able to shapeshift into?
Rock.
Let's see.
Biggest bird available in the plains, the whatever plains. I can't remember what they're called.
Vulture.
The Whispering Plains. What's the biggest bird there?
Vultures are pretty big, bro.
Well, I'm thinking more along the lines of like rock.
Yeah. Dragon.
I would say that isn't. That's not like an animal. A rock is.
That's true. They're more supernatural creatures.
Yeah. So I think a vulture sounds pretty appropriate.
I'm okay with a vulture,
Considering the
Alright.
cannibalism
and
of the
I'll
island,
use
that
the
fits.
I'll use the form the moves that are listed for flying creatures. So
Okay.
okay,
That sounds
thank
good.
you. Never mind. Sorry about that, guys.
Does flying count as a hold? So if you only have one hold and you start flying, you just
No,
transform
no,
back
no.
and you fall?
My holds
I
used
know.
are to escape to the air or pull an enemy aloft,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
which is why I was hoping for a rock.
Okay, I'm gonna transfer you guys to the this
Oh.
little map that I
No.
made.
Our beautiful drawings are gone. too.
But it is foretold. You don't even understand.
Alright. So let's do a little geography here for a second. Basically, where you guys landed and were staying was over here.
Can I start
Now-
sneaking now?
Can you
up
shift
the mountain?
click? Can you shift and then? Oh, I see it. Okay, right there.
This is where your camp was originally. Okay. Why can't I change the color?
Oh, lost Robert again.
God, Robert.
I chosen one.
Okay, for some reason, Roll20 is acting a fool. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Okay, because my Roll20
Yes.
froze.
Yeah, ours is being kind of weird too. But that
Okay.
Sith Mountain, that's what he's referring to as the hill.
No, the Sith
I don't think
Mountain is like the main like volcano that you see in the middle of the thing. I'm wondering if I should refresh here because it's not really letting me do anything.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
I'll do that.
This is cool.
No GM, run amok.
We are missing
Sparrow.
We're missing Sparrow again. I'm gonna add him back into add Robert back into the call, see if he answers.
Yeah.
Okay, so the area that they brought you to, I'll put it over here.
Oh wow.
This is where.
Oh, that was a long walk.
Yeah. That's my hut that I drew. And we'll just paint their faces with something. Speakers. Okay. So they I mean this island's pretty small. Like that's probably about 4 miles that you walked. And the hill is just here. That's the
Oh,
hill.
so like right outside the village.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the village.
So we could have taken a look at it while eating breakfast.
Yeah, it's probably like a half mile away. Here, let's move it a little bit. Oh, that's only part of it.
Oh no.
There we go. That is a beautiful ass hill. Okay. So they walk you up to the hill. You notice, like, instantly when you see the hill, it seems really out of place. Like the plants and trees and stuff that have grown on it are very different from what seems to be in that area of the forests. Or the jungle, I should say. You also notice a heavy concentration of moss. So now you're being escorted by the chief and about 15 other natives. They bring you up to the hill. You go up to the top, and then they start to bring you down to the other side. And you notice the other side kind of goes into like a small little gorge.
So the spirit of the hill is not up on top of the hill?
Apparently not.
Awesome.
I would like to be an eagle or vulture form, I should say, kind of flying up above and surveying things from a short distance up.
Okay, roll to see your hold.
9. So I'd have 2 hold.
Okay. So you fly up. As you're coming down the hill into this gorge-like area, the chief says, "Here is where we stop." And everyone just kind of comes to a halt.
Do I see anything that the rest of the party might not yet?
No,
Okay.
not particularly.
Okay.
So you guys are standing there and like nothing's happening. Like,
Is there
it's
anything
just-
weird about the area we're in? Is it just another part of the jungle? Or another part of the hill, sorry, not the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, no, not particularly. Like I said, the only thing weird about the hill is pretty
different
much concerning the
foliage.
whole hill itself, not just.
Yeah. Okay. I'd just be circling up ahead. Loving the irony of the vulture circling the party.
So the chief begins to glance around, and then the other guys, they all like brandish daggers, and he says, "Go, all of you must go to the gorge," and he points down to the gorge.
Wait, so
Are
they
the
have
people
drawn
with-
daggers on us?
Yeah, the
Yes.
people with daggers trying to force us down to the gorge.
They drew daggers, yes, and they're standing there like they're not going to let you go the other way.
Well, they're not about to have much choice, are they?
They're
Well, it's foretold.
making a grave mistake by
Indeed.
drawing daggers. So
You know, we're
how
trying to be
close am
nice.
I? How close am I to the chief?
I'd say you're within just like a brisk walk. I mean, you're like 5 or 10 feet away.
So I could close this gap and lop this chief's head off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a meta party vote here. They just drew daggers on us.
Yeah, we were being nice, and they drew weapons, and now they're trying to force us down
Yeah,
into
that's
this
a
gorge.
hostile
I think
act.
we
To be fair,
They're very
to be
very
fair,
strange people.
when you look at these people, they have their daggers drawn. None of them look like they want to do this. They all look very scared, and like it looks like a very reluctant pack of dagger-drawn tribesmen.
Hey, listen,
How
guys,
scared.
we get the boat. We get the boat either way, whether we go through the tribes guys or the spirit.
Yeah,
still
but
get
we
the boat.
know we can take the tribes, guys.
Yeah, I'm good with
If
this.
there's another snake down here,
So
I would have been okay with trying to solve their problems, but
I'm
then
totally-
they drew weapons.
I'm totally
on
go.
us.
I say kill.
Yeah.
I say kill the
Okay,
chief.
well,
I
as
say
you
kill
got as like you're sort of having this silent debate, you guys hear this noise come from
We
the
look at each
forest
other,
around
our
the hill, and it sounds like.
I have a feeling these guys aren't blocking our way. They're supposed to be helping us.
And like immediately, all the tribesmen turn away from you and face like the jungle.
Yeah, I don't think these guys are here to stop us. I think they're supposed to be helping us, and they really don't want to.
And like all of a sudden, you start hearing like whistling noises, like thump, 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 thump. And you see 3 of the tribesmen clutching their necks, and you see like a dart with a feather on it as they fall to the ground.
Pork chop sandwiches.
That's
don't
always
like
a good
this.
start. Do I see anything off in the distance from up above?
Yes, you do now. You hadn't before, but you see that the hill is now surrounded by frog-like creatures, and you see some of them are holding blowguns.
This was a bad idea.
So do we kill the tribes people and ally with the frog people? Or do we hope the frog people have a better boat and kill them for it?
All right, Fafnir, what are you doing right this second?
What about the thing in the gorge? Is that the frog people?
It's
Like we were
the-
supposed to go down into a gorge or something.
There's nothing imminent like from the ford, from the gorge. Like you don't see anything happening down there. Like the
Can I
frog
start
people,
hiding?
which you've now like kind of seen that there are these like shapes coming out of the jungle. None of them are coming from that direction.
Can I start hiding from that, like, from the sound? I don't know.
You could take cover. There's not a lot to hide behind.
Yeah.
There's like some rocks and stuff that you could probably like jump behind if you want to take cover.
I want to take cover.
Can we see the people that shot the blow darts? Or the frogs?
Yes. Now you have seen them now. Like you see that there's these like frog-like creatures coming out of the forest. They stand up like humans, like on two legs, and they're holding. Some of them are holding. I don't know what you would call it, like a blow dart.
Blowgun?
Blowgun. There you go, a blowgun. And
Blow
other
dart
ones
blower.
of them, yeah, I don't know. And then some of them are holding like really crude axes.
Could I close the
Alright.
gap to the closest frog person and slash at him? That's my
Yeah,
question.
it would probably take you. Yeah, it would take you. Like they would probably at least get a few shots off at you as you ran over there. Like you're
Would-
pretty much your options at this point appear to be take cover or to charge and like charge
Would
straight.
they
into
notice a bird flying down from above? Or would they
Probably.
even care if there was a bird above them?
Probably not.
That's my question.
danger. Hard to say. I mean, that's
Hmm.
A vulture on an island? It's kind of
They don't-
suspicious.
they don't
Second-
seem to notice you at this point. I'll say
Second
that.
question. Can I shift from one form to another without going back to human form?
No, you'd have to go back to human form and then shift.
Nope, that's still okay, honestly.
I tell you what, Fafnir. You
Here's what's-
charge. I'm going to
Can-
cover you with magic missiles.
I would like to do something while they're figuring out what's going on. In order to cover the charge, I would like to swing around to the back, like behind them, and dive down to one of the guys in the back.
Mhm.
And as quietly as possible, I'm going to start diving down, like Peregrine Falcon style, diving down at him. And then right before I get to the ground, I want to shift into human form and smack him in the head with all my momentum with my staff.
Okay, so roll your damage.
All right. What would a damage be? D6 still?
Yeah, whatever your
All right.
yeah,
6
D6.
damage.
All right, so you do
Right
that.
place.
You come right into like human form, and
I basically want to land on this guy's shoulders and just smack him over the head with my staff.
all right, so you smack him right in the back of the head, and his head just like splits open, and brains and blood fly everywhere.
And I yell.
Ew.
I just yell out, "Go!"
Go Team Venture. All right, that's my
It
cue.
is
I'm
for
picking
cold.
one off. Yeah, I'm picking one off with a magic missile.
Gotcha.
Which one?
Okay, so as Fafnir runs toward one of these creatures, you let loose a magic missile. Roll intelligence.
Yeah, I'm putting it over his shoulder. To
All
take
right,
one out.
do your damage.
2d4.
Okay, so
Again.
you kill the one next to the one that Fafnir's charging, so it gives him a little bit of a little bit of advantage. There's not another one shooting at him. Sparrow, and let's see, what are you doing, Sparrow?
I guess I'll throw a dagger. Is that cool?
You're out of range to throw your dagger.
Mm.
You could shoot
Alright.
a bow from this distance, but you would not be able to
I
throw
don't
a
have a
dagger.
bow. I don't have a bow. So everyone's attacking
Frog people.
the frogs, and they're all pretty far away.
Yeah, I mean they're like a good 40 feet away.
Is there a route I could hide in and then flank? Let's say I climb the side of the chasm and then go through forests for 30 feet.
I don't think so. You're pretty exposed up here. Like you would have a hard time hiding. Like I said, I think that your options here are to either take cover or
Well, they're charging, so they wouldn't come to me if I just take cover. So I guess I'll move towards them. Is there cover on the way there?
yeah, you can move carefully towards them and try to take cover. I'll give you an extra armor while you're doing that. Okay. Lanathe, what are you doing?
Is the one that Fafner, the one that he was charging, is that one dead yet?
We lost the chosen one again.
That one is not dead. The one next to it is, but the one on the other side isn't. And you see that
Okay.
it's holding its blowgun up and it's about to try to shoot at him.
Okay, I'll attack that one. With
Okay,
my
so roll your
arrows
dice.
and stuff. Okay. Is that the 2d6 plus 1?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Okay, you rolled an 8.
Okay.
All right, so you do your damage. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
Here we go. Big rolls.
No.
Correct.
Okay, and also, would you like to have to move to get a better shot to place yourself in danger? Would you like to take less damage on your shot, or would you take several shots and reduce your ammo by 1?
I'll take more than one shot. Yeah.
Okay, so you take your shot, you do your damage, but as you're doing that, you were hit by a blowgun dart.
No.
So roll
You're dead.
1d6.
Okay.
Okay, you do have 1 armor, so you take 2 damage. The blowgun dart hits you in the
Okay.
leg as you're lining up your shot.
Okay.
But with your arrow, let's see if you killed one. No, you just the arrow strikes one of the frog people, but it's still alive.
Okay.
All right, so at this point, it looks like there are 7 frog people left.
Wow.
And I think, let's see, Vetus, what are you doing?
If we're still fighting, I'm firing off another missile.
Okay. Any particular direction? You have the direction that Fafner is charging, and then you would have some basically in the opposite direction.
One just took an arrow, so I'm going to try to finish that one off.
Okay, do that.
Ugh.
Okay. You shoot your magic missile, or you try to shoot your magic missile. You do something wrong, like somehow your incantation is wrong, or maybe you had to dodge out of the way of a blow dart, and you kind of moved a hand in the wrong direction, and you accidentally shoot the magic missile, and it grazes Fafner for 3 damage.
Wow. Sorry.
Womp womp.
This is why dwarves don't do magic.
All right, Puck, what are you doing?
Well, I just killed a guy via stick to face.
You did.
That's a good start. So basically, part of my whole little movement here is after sliding down and just smacking this guy in the face, I would like to take this time to shift into lion form.
Here we go.
And I get 2 hold. And I would like to. Well, I suppose I can't attack a guy, can I now?
No.
No. Okay. So, but I would start to leap toward one of the other guys, and I'd resolve that on my next turn.
Okay, while all this is happening, the frog people are also attacking the tribesmen. So you see the tribesmen are like sort of like trying to take cover, and you see like a few of the tribesmen get shot with darts, and one of the tribesmen gets hit in the neck with the dart. He falls forward, and you see like his knife kind of plunges into the ground, and as that happens, the whole entire hill begins to shake. All right.
I go for the dagger.
Fafnir,
I-
you are now
pick up that dagger.
you've now like closed the gap between you and this frogman.
So this is just going to be.
Nice.
Okay. Deliver your damage. I also forgot to mention that this is one thing that I've been forgetting. When you make a successful hack and slash, you can choose to add an additional. You can add an additional 1d6 to your damage if you don't mind exposing yourself to an attack.
Nah, for this, I just want to. I want to close the gap without. I'm not really sure what these darts are, and I don't want to be hit by one, so I don't want to open myself
Okay.
for an attack. I just want to
right, well-
get up close to this guy and cut him from shoulder to hip.
All right, that's exactly what happens. Let's see. So just after that happens, like, you know, the ground starts to shake, and suddenly the hill begins to rise up, and the giant head of a turtle comes out where the gorge is.
Oh no.
And
Excellent.
this turtle head, I would say it's about 10 feet tall, and it looks super pissed off. And it starts to turn back towards, you know, the hill, basically, like looking back. And it starts thrashing around, and trees are just like falling. What do you got? Let's see.
Let's get that dagger out of there.
Yeah, I was
Sparrow.
gonna go for the dagger.
All right, it's
I'm
your
going
turn.
for the dagger that hit the. I'm going for the dagger that hit the ground, and then I started shaking. Is that cool?
Yeah, what are you doing? What'd you do with the dagger? You just picked it up?
I'm just gonna take it out of the ground. Offhand
Okay.
it. Rapier in one hand. Dagger in the mouth.
Got it. Okay,
All
well,
right.
this giant turtle begins to like walk forward. So now the hill is like moving forward, and trees are just like coming down, and you see it's actually walking towards a cliff face that overlooks the water. I guess Lanathay, Sparrow, and Vetus are still on top of the hill. Puck and Fafnir are not. So you guys are watching the hill walk away, and you see like the frogmen start to run. What are you doing, Fafnir?
Where this turtle's walking to like the edge of a cliff.
Yes, like
And-
just like that green arrow.
The turtle itself is only about 10 feet high while it's standing.
No, that was the head of the
The
turtle.
head. Okay.
Imagine that the hill is the turtle shell. Here's the turtle's head, and then here are its legs.
He doesn't look
And he's
angry.
He looks like a really nice turtle.
Yeah. I say we
Maybe
keep
the
him.
druid could talk to it.
What is that?
I don't know. That was supposed to be angry eyebrows, but I don't
Can
know.
I?
Now he looks like he has antenna.
Yeah. The wrong way.
I just yell out to this turtle, and just an attempt to get its attention, I guess, I'd just yell out to it, "Why aren't you leaving? We have beer!"
Is that a taunt?
That's not a taunt. That's called dwarven diplomacy.
Okay.
Dwarven diplomacy. It's like bard diplomacy. Bardic knock.
Because I don't know how to fight a giant turtle, but maybe it likes beer. Maybe we share that in common, and we could be best friends and go
Maybe.
to the mainland together. And I could get really wasted and get like tattoos in Elvish and just
It would
normal
be pretty
bro
epic
stuff.
to ride this thing back to land.
I think so too.
Wait, we're riding the turtle back to land.
I want to
hop on.
befriend the turtle.
If he likes us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, since we only have 5 minutes left,
Yep.
do you guys just want to like talk out what happens? I think I'll throw in the detail
Okay.
that this turtle is the brother of the giant serpent that you killed.
You're welcome.
Your brother
Guys,
was
Yeah, but
dead.
she was
Guys, don't
was
tell
very
him.
nice.
Don't
Yeah,
tell
Just
him.
don't. I'm just gonna like drop that fang sword that I was carrying and just sort of shuffle it under one of the bushes.
Hey, I hate to be a spoil sport here, but it is 4 minutes to 8 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, we need to wrap this up pretty soon.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So
what
we
Yeah.
killed it,
we're
right?
basically talking this out.
Yep.
So we're
Okay.
going to befriend the turtle.
Yeah, I would like to fly near it and speak to it in turtle language, and chat with it and ask it if we can be friends.
Let's see.
Can I make it be friends with me?
It barks at you.
Let's be
apparently.
friends, turtle. Bark, bark, bark.
That's how you speak
Sorry.
turtle. You bark. You bark right to speak turtle, and you're good to go. All problems solved.
I
by
would
bark.
interject. I like turtles.
Oh, no.
Well, let's see. The turtle's natural instinct is to resist change.
Mm-hmm. I don't have
So
any
what do you
change.
think?
Attack us.
I have 0 change. It's all
What do you think
solid
happens?
bills right now.
Yep.
I think
That's-
we harness this
We take
thing,
the boat.
let it keep walking off the cliff, and just ride it on over to the other continent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hop on
Alright,
the back
so
of the turtle.
Sounds good.
If that's
Chase
the
after it.
consensus, who am I to stop you guys? I mean,
Great
I agree.
adventure.
Let's do the ride the turtle back to land thing.
Yes, absolutely.
maybe the turtle was resisting change, but once it already got moving, it was like,
Why would
Well-
why would I stop moving? That's changing.
That's
Yeah, Puck
changing.
convinced it just to keep walking. Got a little steering wheel hooked up.
Like, I've been facing this way all my life. Why would I ever change and turn around?
And
So
I
then
want
we
to
just
point out
hopped on.
the end of our adventure is if any sailors go by, they see a giant turtle swimming along, paddling along, and an owl bear just plop to sit down on its back, and a bunch of people partying on its back. We become known in history as the Turtle Party Boat, and people
yeah.
pass by and share beer with us as we go.
And we
Yeah.
eventually picked up a bard who just plays the Dragon Roost theme permanently.
And we charge them for the unique pleasure of being able to dance with an owl bear.
And the tax is beer. Every
course.
boat we pass, they have to give us at least 1 cask of ale.
or we sick the turtle on
Yeah,
them.
or we stick the turtle in them.
Yep. I think that's a good end to the adventure.
Yep.
All right.
Happy ending.
All right.
Yeah, and very reasonable.
All right.
Very reasonable.
Greg, I want to thank you lots. This was fun. It was an interesting little change from Pathfinder for me. And
cool. Thanks for letting me do it, man.
No
I've been
problem.
wanting to run one of these games for a while, so
That's
it's nice
great.
to.
Yeah,
Nice
thanks
to
for
do
running
that.
it. That was
Thank
cool.
you.
right, have
Yep.
a good time, everybody.
All right,
We'll see
cool.
some of you maybe later in the other sessions,
running it.
but for now we got to end this so Den can compile some data.
I never leave. I'm here in the next one.
The
All right.
next
Never.
session will be slightly late, only because I really need like 5 minutes, but that's
Yep.
fine. It'll be like 3 minutes late. Everyone watching, please take the time, look at it, donate to Extra Life. That's why we're here. All proceeds and the donations go to the Children's Miracle Network. It's a pretty important cause. And I'm going to play the Dragon Roost Island theme. So we'll be right back.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, bye guys. Thanks.
Bye.